Gremlins.
Come on, everybody.
Here we go. Jesus. So it's tough. Here we go.
Two loves land, hold hands, find a man, not a man, understand, he's the daddy, son, the Sandman, hey, found the Lord of Pain. Two birds overheard, nipple twist, robot, deeper bird, deeper down, me and Stevie got a bird.
I'm going high. I got it this time, yes.
Satan can hear us, we are on our way. I just like to give others today. Jack that way.
Welcome. I needed my glasses to actually read those words. Hello, dear listener. Welcome to the Late Night Alternative. I'm Iain Lee.
I'm not. I'm Catherine Boyle.
Busy show tonight.
Yeah.
So both a bit tired. Feeling very flat, if I'm going to be honest. Feeling flat. Get someone pass us. Someone send us a link for balcony shirts new ad. We'll play it. Feeling flat tonight. I had. I'm trying to change mortgages because my 2 years on my mortgage is up, and if I change mortgage, I can, after an initial outlay, I can actually save money. So I've got a mortgage advisor, and he's found me a deal. It saves me about 140 quid a month.
Nice.
After an initial outlay, and I had to send him all of my bank statements, all of this, and he's going through it, and he just got back to me and said, Iain, can I ask, what is it? You seem to have spent a lot of money on this company here. Can I ask what this is? And I went, right. Okay, yeah. I had a drugs relapse and I spent quite a bit of money on online porn recently. So that's what that... He went, okay, fine, moving on. Now, that's right. I had to tell a mortgage advisor that I'd had a drugs relapse and had spent some money on online pornography. I know you can get it for free, but when you're high, you just don't think. I'll give out the number in a bit. This is the Late Night Alternative. This is the only phone-in show on Twitch. And I got to say, my Xbox from Argos has not turned up today. My Xbox from Argos has not turned up today. I didn't get any delivery detail. I forgot it was coming out today. And then I thought, is the Xbox coming out today? Is it coming out today? So I spent an hour on the phone trying to get through to Argos, and I thought, he's not going to speed anything up. So I haven't got my Xbox. So I don't know. What do I do?
What is he supposed to do now?
What do I do now? So I've tweeted them. Obviously, their tweet had closed. I mean, I'm not in any great rush for it, right? Was I going to use it? Probably not. But I would like to know it's definitely coming. So because it's my kid's Christmas present.
Little Mrs., you know you can keep stuff like that to yourself, right?
Other people
You must be new here.
Other people might not have got their Xboxes either, Little Mrs.
Yeah.
Matty says, I've spent all day downloading games and not playing any. And that's it, because this one it's going to be for my boys. And so I want it to come so I can spend all day updating, transfer. I guess you transfer stuff from the old one. I don't know how. I want to do all that. So on Christmas Day, they can open it.
And
they
it's
plug
good to
it
go.
in. Bishy, bashy, boshy. Rex Kobo, was yours ordered from Argos? Which is like Argos is like the old-fashioned Amazon, where you'd have to go there, search through a magazine, a catalogue, I believe they called it, and then do it. Thank you, Sinjin. Nice. Can we get a shout out for Sinjin? Did anybody order their Xbox through Argos and not get? Because I am worried. Because I know a load more went on sale today and they went within minutes. But it's my kid's Christmas present, and I did. I'm worried now. It's one of my kids' Christmas presents. You know, they're going to get a lump of coal and a Satsuma as well, of course. You think I'm tight, but I am worried that it's not going to. That somehow my order has fallen through the cracks.
But I think the fact that a lot of people are complaining about exactly the same thing suggests it.
Well, I don't know if anyone is.
Oh, I thought you said a lot of people said that they had other Xboxes.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I dream that bit then?
Yeah. Because
Sorry.
does anybody ordered an Xbox through Argos and not got it? Because I'm getting worried now. Please don't tell me that you've got yours. Don't tell me your 26-year-old nephew. Brilliant. That's great. I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
And I didn't get mine. And it is just because it's the Christmas present for the boy. I know we're ages away, but there may be one more tranche of Xboxes that come in. Are you hearing a buzz? Talking to you, Matty. Just because this lead will be on the power lead, but I don't want to unplug it because then you've got to redo everything. I didn't know, all these people saying there's a buzz here. I didn't ask you about the buzz. Fizzy Mint, was it confirmed for the day one delivery? I don't know. I ordered it in September.
Oh.
I assumed it would be. Anyway, that's life. So far we've covered porn and Xboxes. Cycle Tour says scalpers are already selling them on eBay for 800 quid. Scumbags. What's scummy about that?
Don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
Yeah, exactly. Hate COVID. Hate Microsoft. Don't hate them. They're doing it. I don't know. Right, Cum Socks, your block. Can we ban this guy straight away? I will not be had myself referred to as a MILF. For goodness sakes. There is a buzz, and that buzz is going to annoy me, isn't it?
Isn't it funny? A woman on the internet has to be just defined as MILF.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
It's shit.
Again, you must be new here.
It's shit. And part of me saw that, and my initial reaction is because I want to protect you, because we are friends, is that I'll get rid of that before she sees
Ignore
it.
it. I'd seen it.
Well, and actually that's, again, that's my knee-jerk reaction. Is I want to get rid of it before she sees it. The knee-jerk reaction, it doesn't count. It's the second thought is, of course she's going to see it, and you know, I can't protect her from that, and it's not my job to protect her from that. It's perhaps my job to educate my boys not to do that, to try and stop it there, and to maybe explain to people here why it's shitty to say, who's the MILF? But if you're already here and you're saying that, I can't help you. How does that make you feel?
My first reaction is to ignore it. My second reaction is it's just the internet. My third reaction is that's the same boys will be boys shit that means that people have been getting away with this for years. I don't think it's all right to be a dickhead. There you go. That's my classification of you in one sweeping judgment. I think mine's probably more accurate.
It's lousy, this. It's lousy, this. And since coming out as bisexual, I get the tiniest glimpse of what idiots men can be. Tiniest. Not well. I guess I am comparing it to how women are treated, but I'm not in any way saying they are similar. I'm saying, you know, how women are treated online is like, this is like, you know. But I had a couple the other day. I had two the other day. Like DMs in my Instagram. Oh, I've got beard envy. What I could do with that from blokes. I just think, but F off. And that's tiny, and I'm a man, and it is different, and you know, centuries
but
of what
you should be cheerful about it because it shows you're attractive. You should take it as a compliment. That's the next recourse for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's not okay.
Yeah,
it's not okay. And also, have a word with yourself. Is that the first? You know, when would you talk to a stranger like that in any other way than when you're sitting behind a keyboard? Mind you, some people do. That lad the other night, I know he was off his flipping nut, but I pulled him out of a ditch.
Oh, that was.
I pulled him out of a ditch. I pushed his bike halfway home for him, and he thinks that's all right. I don't know. It's on them, not me, but still. Oh, God.
Although I do have to say, and I don't want to make light of anything.
I am not exercising my fanny. I don't know why you've got your glasses on.
Oh, sorry. We have got a soundboard now, which I think, thank God, if you're watching on a computer, if you scroll down, there is a soundboard, and you can use bits to play sounds, sound bites, drops. And thank God, people. We had a lot of fun with it. Yes, everyone's going, get rid of it. It's disrespectful. It's interrupting the show. Get rid of it. And I went, no. I'm not going to, because I think you will learn to live with it. Day two, and people are calm and at peace.
Or maybe
Thank
they'd
you.
forgotten about it and now we've
No.
reminded them.
No. They will respect it. I mean, it's definitely still there, isn't it? Do you want to, can we?
Let me.
Can we? It's still there, right? Yeah, it's still there. Good. Okay, so we're
Give
all
us
good.
the meat. Give us the meat. Give us
I
the
live in
meat.
Hovers,
Give us
just
the meat.
seeing if it works. Thank you.
Thanks for doing that sound
Thank
check
you.
for us.
Testes, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. What is this show? What is this show?
Well, we were going to start with Pass the Chat On, weren't we? This
But
show.
what is the show? I want to explain to the new people what this show is.
Right.
Oh,
Well-
by the way, I started watching about before Parasite. Before
Yeah.
Parasite became big, it was recommended to me by one of the viewers here. I won't shame him, right? And I watched it, and I'm not proud to say I watched it on a hooky website. I'm not proud to say it. And after 45 minutes, I was bored rigid.
Slow, was it?
So I switched it off, right? And then then it became big, Oscars, all of that. And I thought, and then on Amazon, it was on, so it's like 2 years later, it's on Amazon. I thought, well, I'll go back in. So I picked, because everyone said, oh, you stopped after 45 minutes. If you'd just given it 5 more minutes.
Tantalisingly close to something good.
So I started.
There's a cat. Sorry,
Of
darling.
course there's a cat, it's my house.
Well, I mean, it's my footstool, apparently, and yet...
So I then started watching it today from the point where I left it before. 5 minutes in, it flips.
Kicked off.
It flips on its head. I still haven't seen it. I've seen all of it, but they go to the basement, and I hadn't got to the basement. And it is great.
Okay.
But what is this show?
Well, I saw someone tweet that they found us on Twitch.
They didn't follow me.
They followed us to Twitch.
They didn't follow me though.
that funny?
They don't follow me on Twitter.
Well, maybe they're not massively into Twitter. Maybe they just... I don't know why people do that. Anyway, they followed us to Twitch, and now they feel like... What did they say? It's like they found the upgrade for podcasts.
I'm not really interested in that person's opinion because they don't follow me on Twitter. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, I ain't interested.
I'm not exercising my fanny.
Sorry, that was a tit shot. Here we go. This will get the subs in. Wrong tit, Kath. Thank you. Wrong tit, Kath.
That's the title of this week's podcast.
I've been thinking a lot. It's a phone-in show, but it's not like topics and stuff. It's kind of existential and it's a bit avant-garde and it's a bit up its own arse sometimes. And it's mental health, laughter, joy, celebration.
We'll talk to each other and you can join in. That's kind of it.
I've been thinking a lot, not a lot,
A bit.
about that call last night from Jessica,
Right.
where she said that she was the one who'd made the comment about, Kath, you can go home after this or something. And it was a comment that really annoyed me.
Right.
I was going to say it annoyed us. I don't know exactly how it made you feel, but it annoyed me. And I was so surprised it was Jessica who made that comment, because she's been calling me on and off. And I say the offs have been longer than the ons. Periods of years where she hasn't. And I've always enjoyed her calls. There was one that was a bit funny years ago. But she's been calling me on and off since LBC 15 years ago.
I think that's it.
What?
There is a kind of... There's a hardcore of listeners who feel like they've known you longer than I've known you.
Yeah.
And they have. But who also feel like they know you better than I know you. And so sometimes they'll jump in and explain you to me.
I thought that I interpreted her comment as defending you
Yeah.
as a woman, saying you don't have to put up with the kind of shit that he does to you.
Exactly, but that's the point. They think that they need to explain you to me because they know you better. I think that's what it is. I try not to take it too personally. You know, it's just this show, isn't it? But there is, and Jessica apologised because it did not come across the way she wanted it to, and that's fair enough.
Knockers are better.
But we do get it a little bit, don't we? I've been listening to you for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there are people who come on and talk across me to you because they've been listening to you for years. And I'm cool with it. I've got used to, like when we used to do the live shows, some people, and not very many it has to be said, but some people used to get past me to have a photo taken with you and they were not interested in talking to me. And that's fine. I have to deal with that.
And we had a meeting tonight about turning on some Christmas lights in Slough. And Catherine afterwards said, I think they just want you. And I said, well, they're not just getting me, they're getting us. That's the package that we are offering them for free. And it'll be a fun gig to do. And I grew up in Slough, it'll be fun. But I do get jungle fever. And the jungle is back. And as we noticed the last couple of years, that when the jungle comes back, there's a slight bubbling up of interest in me. It's slightly less each year, and I suspect it'll be almost nil this year. But so there is jungle fever.
Yeah.
I was in Sinjin, I was in a reality TV show set in a jungle. There's no jungle in Australia, but jungle is massive, Dave.
Famously so, yeah.
And we're doing it, Harsh. We're doing it. It's virtual. It's a virtual gig. Harsh lives in Slough. It's a virtual gig. They've got these lovely kind of like light things they're going to have down the high street and stuff, and it's to celebrate kind of people in the NHS, but not doctors and nurses, like porters and people that have made a difference, right? So of course we're going to do it. It's half an hour, and we're doing it for free, and it'll be fun. We're doing it from here, unfortunately, because I'd like to be there, and I grew up in Slough, but we're going to do it. But I can't remember what the point of that was. Anyway.
Oh no, just the celebrity thing, which I get, and I'm not precious about it. I find it slightly embarrassing to feel like I'm being imposed on people.
But I feel that as well.
Okay.
I feel that as well. I feel that I'm being imposed on people, even when they approach me. I feel, when we do a show, or when I do a show in front of an audience, or we do a show, I kind of think, well, most of them aren't here to see me. Even if it's me, if it's a solo show.
You're thinking of the partners that have been dragged along who don't fancy it.
Yeah. Or people that have turned up and thought, well, this isn't what he's like on the radio. He said the C word. This isn't like what. But it's okay if people think that, but generally aren't. So I feel that.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? I worry about disappointing people I don't know.
Ego's a funny thing. An ego, you can't really... knee-jerk... I'm a big fan of ignoring my knee-jerk reaction, right? And ego, I think, is quite often... there is a knee-jerk reaction in that something comes up that you feel... and it doesn't necessarily represent you. If anger comes up, doesn't necessarily mean you're an angry person. Or if jealousy comes up, doesn't. It comes up, and then one tries to work out why it's come up, what has happened that reminds you of something that happened before, and why that's come up. And is this feeling that's coming up? Is it useful? Is it what I want, or do I need to shift my thinking a bit? And I'm giving this big run up because I'm a little bit nervous to say this. I've told you this already, but it will sound funny to people that don't know us, to the casual viewer. But there was a bit of me last week that was jealous of you doing Judge Boyle.
Right.
And we've got the Judge Boyle and the
changing rooms,
which are kind of yours, which is great. And the Judge Boyle bit is brilliant, and it's my favourite part of the week. But my ego came up with, and I saw all the lovely comments about it, and it was getting big numbers on YouTube. And my ego came up, was going, what the fuck? I'm jealous. My ego was throwing up jealousy.
Yeah.
Jealousy. And I felt it, and I allowed myself to feel it for a bit. And I thought, well, this is my best mate. This is someone who I have wanted to do this, was my decision to ask you to do this show. And it was done purely because I wanted to do this show with you, and I didn't want you to carry on working at that shithole radio station, which is, and I wanted to do this with you. So I was thinking, so that jealousy doesn't make sense. So where is that coming from? And of course, it generally boils down to low self-esteem on my part. And it's a reaffirmation or reaffirmation that I'm worthless, right? Completely illogical, doesn't make any sense. I've worked through it, and a bit of jealousy might come up again, but I know where it's coming from. I'm glad to see you shine, and I think it's really, really funny. And I'm sharing this because it's normal to feel that, and that's kind of where my head goes in what is a 50-50 partnership.
It's funny.
It is. I mean,
because
it's nuts.
I sit here and watch you every night doing your thing, and people love you. And oftentimes I find myself just sitting back, and I think like I don't do enough maybe, because this is you. But isn't it weird? So we're doing 2 different shows.
We are. It makes no sense, and you know what? That's Gestalt. But it is. But it really is. But I went for the gag and I forgot where I was going to go, and I had a really good point that I was going to go to. So we're talking about that. We are talking about
why you felt cross about Jessica.
No. I'm going forward kind of from beyond that. Oh, I'll tell you what it was. So I have an online counselling session now every Monday about 10:15, 10:30. And it's a new counsellor, and it's a woman, and it's the first woman I've had in a long time, and she's younger than me, and that was kind of it wasn't a deliberate choice, but I kind of approached 2 people, and they were both younger than me, and I thought this will be interesting to go for a younger person and a woman. I deliberately chose a woman, and choosing someone younger than me was not a deliberate thing, but I thought, I'm going to see what this feels like, because normally it's older men, and I thought I have issues with older men, so let's see where this goes. And you have to do it as part of the counselling course, because you need to check in, because you'd go nuts otherwise. So we did the session this week, and I was going to talk about it. What day is it today? Tuesday,
yeah.
Yesterday. And we're doing it, and we're talking about something that happened at college and staff and work and not being able to get a job and the numbers here and stuff. And she said, there's something. I can see something there. What are you feeling? I said, I don't know. She goes, try. And I sat there thinking, Paul, I'll call you back in a second. Actually, I'll invite Paul into this conversation. Paul, he's gone. I'll call you back in a second. And no, I don't think so. And someone just with my name and my initial of Iain Rugby, and I don't start. The account was open 14 minutes ago. I don't think so.
Off your pop, sweetheart.
And so she said, just try, just think for a second and think what you're feeling. And I started crying, and I said, I've got it. I said, I feel like a failure. And because we talked about the resentment I used to feel and the jealousy of Gervais and Sacha, who I did a TV show years ago with Ricky Gervais and Sacha Baron Cohen, and their careers kind of went, and my career kind of went down like that. And I, consumed with drugs and stuff, but my career went like that. And they were living the career that I'd always imagined I'd have, going to Hollywood and making movies. Right? That was the career. And so I struggled with the resentment and jealousy around that for a long, long time. But I've pretty much made peace with that. But it turns out I haven't made peace with the feelings of being a failure. This is why it had such an impact on me in college the other week when people recognised me.
Yeah, because you didn't want that all dragging.
No. And I consider myself a failure. I'm not saying this so that everyone in the chat goes, "Oh, you're not a failure." It's cool. That's not what I'm saying it for. Kind of realistically, I know I'm not a failure. Intellectually, I know I'm not a failure. But emotionally, I feel like I'm a failure. I feel like I'm a failure because because of Sasha and Ricky going off and doing that, because for a long time in the industry I was a joke, who's the the most successful person from the 11 o'clock show, and then it was the tea lady, Iain Lee. So there was that, and I feel like a failure because of getting divorced, and I feel like a failure because of having won. And I keep going on about awards, and they don't really mean anything to me, but at the moment they're kind of, I'm talking about them a lot because they're very symbolic of something, of some achievement, some recognition. But I'm really conscious of having won an award for the best, having won an award for the best radio moment of 2020, and 2 months later, despite my boss saying my job was safe, 2 months later being let go. And I'm conscious of the fact that everyone on, some really big names on Twitter came out and said, that's not right. And loads of people saying, you'll be all right, you'll get you. And I'm thinking, it doesn't work like that. And that no one has reached out to me for a job, apart from Twitch. And, I emailed some local BBC radio. I emailed some local BBC radio stations offering them cut price cover shifts. And they didn't even reply. And that feels like a failure. And this, I'm going to say something, this may upset some of you, and I don't mean it to. 15 million people watched the final of I'm a Celebrity. On a good night, we'd get about 60,000 listening to talk radio on our show. Generally, it's about 35,000, which is not great. That's about what BBC London gets in the same slot. Anyway, so 60,000. So that felt like failure, kind of going from there. And now we've got 869 people watching. And that, to me, compounds the feeling of failure. Intellectually, I'm not a failure because my kids are doing all right. But I worry about what they will think about me later on. Joe says, I throw paint on walls for a living and radio celebrity Iain Lee feels like a failure. Well, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not on the radio anymore. And yeah, I do feel like a failure, but the comparisons are irrelevant. I'm sure like sometimes world-famous footballers feel like a failure. Pop stars feel like a failures. Homeless people might feel like failures or might feel like kings. It's
who is allowed to express themselves? Does it have to be the person who's got nothing? Are they the only person, or are we allowed to? On this show, we speak freely.
Malaysia, stop comparing Twitch to the radio. God, I know it's different. I totally know it's different. But my head, intellectually, I know it's different. But my head.
You can do it right now, please.
Yes. 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 Thanks, Papa Morph. Why is can we not get Paul up? Oh, well, I know this is a lot of numbers for Twitch, so please don't think I'm going, Twitch is shit. Au contraire.
No.
It's the feeling.
What we're talking about is that critical voice, and every single person has got one. I don't care who you are, you have got one, right? And it might be the voice of your dad. It might be the voice of the school bully. When you walk into a room and you are on your own, who are you the most worried about, right? You're not thinking about the people who are looking forward to seeing you. There is a voice in your head, and, you may be more successful than others in silencing it, but it tells you stuff. It tells you your worst fear. And the worst thing about it is there's always a grain of truth in there.
Unfortunately,
always.
My critical voice sounds like this. Paul.
Do better.
There we go. That's what it sounds like. And that's what it looks like. Yay. Let's have a special guest tonight. It's my critical voice. Hey, man, how you doing? We're getting heavy and existential on a Tuesday night, baby. This is happening on Twitch.
Greeky Greek 76. Self-pity about the size of your audience to your audience is not becoming. You don't get it, Greeky Greek.
But that's not what we're saying. It's not self-pity.
You're not listening.
It's not self-pity. It might have been in the past. This conversation isn't self-pity, Greeky Geek. Tikanis polikalai, see. Paul.
Yes. Well, I mean, you triggered me, so I called in to discuss this because I live with this kind of thought process in my head. Well, you know all the answers. I will say one thing, Mr. Lee. This is directed specific. No, actually, no, because you are both very powerful creators, and I don't mean that in the sense that it comes across initially. Over the years, I have witnessed both of you channel energetic reaction. No, inspire energetic reaction from your audience and channel it in the most extraordinary ways, sometimes knowingly and other times completely subconsciously. And what's going on now? I mean, you are both in transition, and I've talked about this before with both of you. It's scary and frightening and all of that, but I remain convinced that extraordinary things are coming for this show, for you both, because there is something special about you.
How did you get that scar on your top lip? I've never noticed it before.
No,
but we're so close. We're so close to you physically. Look, I'm getting a right old view of that.
I was a child. It's one of two things, and I can't remember which.
I was a child too.
So was I.
This is
Funny,
insane.
It's one of two things. I've always had a keen interest in technology and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I was fascinated with the iron. My mum had been doing some ironing, and she knew I was fascinated, so she took it and she put it up really, really high. Oh. And in her absence, I created a structure. And I was just able to reach up to grab the edge of the flex. And of course, child, you're not thinking about gravity and Newton's law and all of that nonsense. So I pulled on it and smacked myself in the face with the iron. That's one thing that happened. And the other was I was running in church, and obviously this is highly disrespectful. And
you were smited.
I was smitted. I was smitted, and it may be aggravated by the first thing, but it opened up and I had to have stitches for it. I've got stitches, a scar over my left eye as well.
I didn't ask about the eye, I asked about the lip.
The one over the eye was from Nam, and if you weren't there, you don't know, man.
So was it the same wound twice?
That I'm not sure. I'd have to ask my mother.
Okay. Well, can you?
I can, but not currently.
My favourite injury to my kids was my eldest kid, and he must have been, I'm going to say 6 or 7, and he was running around like a dickhead in the kitchen, and the floor was wet, and everyone was laughing, and it was too much noise, and then boom,
Oof.
He went straight down on the kitchen floor, and what had he done? So he'd fallen on his teeth, and his teeth had bitten his top lip and bitten right through his top lip, bitten through. So you could have put 2 fingers through, right? And here's the thing, because we'd been to the hospital, we'd been a little bit usy with the 999 or going to the hospital. For 10 minutes, me and my wife were going, should we take him to the hospital? And then when I sat him down and I looked and you could see through it, I went, yeah, I'm going to take him to the hospital. And then he's 6, right? And they had to sew it up, and it was horrible, and it was bad. And they tried to do it while he was awake with a local anaesthetic. And I said, this is never going to happen. I will help you. I will sit there with him, but you couldn't. I couldn't sit there awake and let you stitch that up.
God, people can't have eyeliner put on.
So we did
Never
that.
mind.
We did that for an hour, and then
sewn up.
And then they said it's not going to work, so we had to get a cab to another hospital where they did a general anaesthetic. So that's my favourite injury. But I always have to, whenever I talk about that in front of my kids, I always have to reassure my youngest. My youngest goes, "Yeah, but Daddy, I nearly died when I was a baby, didn't I?" And I have to say, he did nearly die when he was a baby. His bladder and his kidney were wired up back to front. And so I did have to say, yes, you did nearly die. Once, about maybe last year or the year before, and it was Children in Need Day, right? And so the kids all got to dress up, and I got to go into their class. Parents got to go into their class for a bit, and it was all fun. And there was tea and coffee and cakes, and it was fun. And as my youngest said to me, he was really upset. I said, "Why are you upset? This is a fun day." And he said, Could you let Miss know that I used to be a child in need? Because he was very, very sick as a baby, and so I said, just to let you know that he was once a child in need, and so this is a very special day for all of us. So, what's your favourite injury to your kids?
To my kids, oh God, yeah, there was one. one of my kids was riding the other. You can guess which.
Yes.
And she was tiny, and she fell off, but she managed to smack herself right on the corner of the sofa where it's the hardest. And her ear came up, and it was like Rocky. It was like proper, like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Big, red, shiny. And at first you're thinking, well, that looks bad, but it'll go down. No, it got bigger and bigger. And like at one point it was like, I had to take her to the doctor. And really all you're doing is declaring it because they can't do anything about it.
Did he get a pin and pop it?
Well, I suspected they might, but they didn't. They just said, let it go down. But I had to show it to someone.
Thank you, Paul. It's, you know, it is. We are in a transition. This course I'm doing is opening my mind. It's blowing my mind. It's digging up it's scraping out a lot of stuff that I didn't know was there. And this is week 8. I'm going into week 9. You know, and I've got just under 2 years of this self-examination and finding out. And I'm loving it. And but also just, you know, I'm feeling flat today. The last couple of days I've woken up very flat. And I've got up, gone straight to meeting. I had a busy day. I went to a meeting, went out for a walk, came back, did another meeting, spoke to my sponsor, tried to help somebody else in recovery, been trying to sort out a fucking mortgage. I had to confess to spending a lot of money on pornography to a mortgage advisor. I've had moments of feeling quite good, but I've just not been able to shake this kind of heavy blanket that I'm wearing today. And that's, you know, that's all right. That's all right. The vaccine has... There's a pinprick of light in the distance that wasn't there 2 days ago when there was no vaccine. It's like an ending of this chapter is on the horizon. Christ knows what the next chapter is going to be, because it ain't going to be what it was like, you know, 12 months ago. It's going to be different. But the ending of this chapter is approaching, and that gives me some comfort.
Two things.
Here we go.
You are a master at deflection.
Well, I don't know if that's me. I think Catherine is really...
Well, it was you who did the abrupt right turn into facial injuries and stuff.
Yeah, it's one of my classic tricks.
The second thing, I think, and we as a species, we don't talk about fear enough. Because, well, in my experience, there are two energetic conduits, and one flows through love and one flows through fear. And fear can manifest itself in all sorts of ways. And fear of failure, fear of, well, the negative. It comes from us, and we use the world to show us that we are correct, that, you know, all of our fears are true and right. But equally, the other comes from us, the success, the light, the good, the love, the joy comes from us, and we use the world to reinforce our own beliefs. So it's, as far as I'm concerned anyway, it's about training your inner dialogue as best you can, and being open to the magical possibilities that exist everywhere. And in my own experience, that's what got through me the 3 of the hardest years of my life in transition from Malaysia back to this country. From a job and a life that I invested everything in, and then suddenly had nothing at all. Seemingly for no reason. And right at the start of my marriage as well. It was, well, looking back on it, excruciating. And I remember it was probably 4 or 5 years afterwards, I was sat at dinner, just talking about stuff in general. And lovely guy, a friend of mine, I owe him a message. He pointed out that actually they had hurt me very badly by pushing me out of that orchestra. And yeah, I almost burst into tears, because I'd never looked at it that way, because, you know, I'd always been wronged. But actually, in retrospect, you know, I moved out there when I was 26, and the potential in that orchestra, in that group, in that situation. I mean, you know, an orchestra that's funded by a new orchestra, funded by 6 seconds of the national oil company's oil flow in a year, annual oil flow. 6 seconds
Wow.
paid for everything. And I just thought this is an incredible place, because they wanted to achieve this world-class status, and they were actively striving towards it. And then 14 years later, having given everything to that, the new CEO says, but I don't want you or 6 of your colleagues, and I'm not going to give you a reason why.
Gosh.
That's the hardest thing, isn't it? That's like being dumped and not knowing why. All of a sudden, that's hard. That's really hard.
But I got my MBE a few weeks ago, and when I first heard about that, I thought, wow, that orchestra, they set me free. They actually set me free, because my marriage is stronger for the disruption and the chaos. My musical experience is deeper, broader, wider, just so much richer from the all of these other groups I've worked with, and my journey to where I am now. They did me the biggest favor, but at the time it hurt so much.
Yeah.
And there will always be an emotional scar there, honestly. But I'm so much better for the experience. And one day, I dare say, both of you will be able to look back at what happened at the other place and be grateful.
Oh, to a certain extent, that's growing already, when you see the toxicity of that radio station. By the way, Primordial Radio, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Sorry, you joined us in the middle of a deep conversation. There are, the toxicity that has increased significantly since we left. We may have been the little boy with the finger in the dike. That once we pulled that finger out, I don't know. But so there is elements of that. But yes, my ego is wounded, my confidence is battered, it's not getting a reason, but quite often we don't get reasons when things end, whether it's a relationship or a job or whatever. People don't always give reasons, and that's unfair, but that's also their prerogative.
Yeah.
If they don't want to give a reason, they don't have to. It's not morally, it's not particularly a sound basis, but they don't have to.
But you're both strong enough to take this and more. And I believe that's why it has been allowed to come to you in this way. And I fully appreciate that, this is challenging in all sorts of ways. I fully appreciate that. But
you've changed now, but Gatford did some gestalt there.
Did he? What did he do?
Gatford pointed out that as you were talking about being let down, betrayed, hurt, I'm making words up, so whichever word is closest to you from that orchestra, you were hugging yourself.
Oh, that's because of the way I'm sitting to the desk.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, but it's interesting that you're not doing it now, but you were when you were talking about that.
Interesting, yeah. I'm sure I've got stuff that I haven't looked at properly because it's never been convenient because I've been running around trying to pay bills and do this and do that, and yeah. Actually, yeah. No, I'll take that. Thank you, Gatford.
Gatford. That's Gestalt. Always lovely to speak to you, my friend. Take care.
Good night, bye.
See you later on. Ta-ra. That's the show. That is the show. I haven't done any business. Let's do some of this. We'll do some of our sponsors in a bit. I'm looking forward to playing you some more Japanese tunes from one of our sponsors. We'll do that in a little bit. Wow, we've got heavy. We got existentially in the first hour. We were going to play a silly game. Sinjin. Thank you, Sinjin. Very nice. You're welcome to call in if you want. So it's a phone-in show. 0203 286 6370 if you're in the UK. It's like a normal phone number. It's not premium or anything like that. So if you've got minutes, comes off your minutes. I'm looking a little bit paley there. I'm going to go down a little.
Just give us a shout and tell us what's on your mind, and it might be something stupid or it might be something, important.
That's Gestaltford. Sorry, Lonely God did that's Gatstalt, but I fixed it for you, made it that's Gestaltford. That's better. But I'll let you have that one, Lonely. Hello, I've got to sort these buttons out. I keep saying it. If I sorted these buttons out, what a show this would be. There we go.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Catherine.
Hello.
Just listening to what Paul's saying and listening to what you were saying before Paul's call, something that I've struggled with for many years is experts chipping in and telling me that, squashing my passions, squashing my kind of enthusiasm to get on and do things. And you think that you're inadequate and you think that they know best. And I've really struggled with it for many, many years. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but I've chosen not to listen to the experts. I've chosen not to listen to people that think they know better. And some of those people are close to me. They're family members and things. And you just think, I don't need to listen to you. I don't need that in my world because it's negative. Something that I picked up on a bit like you, Ian, where you're going off to college and you're learning different things. You'll pick up tools and you'll pick up, models and principles.
Did you? Sorry, because that "See Me in My Boots and Ting" came through the wrong space, and we're doing a heavy chat, and that's fine. But I don't know why "See Me in My Boots and Ting" came through there. It came through the speakers. Did you guys hear that properly, or did you hear that through our speakers? And thank you, Anonymous, for doing that.
Yeah, it's an example of life finding a way.
I don't know why that came through the speakers. All right, I'll have a little look at that in a minute. Go on. Sorry.
So I made that decision to kind of to squash that, and then as I say, you'll pick up on models, principles, and tools and things that you'll find. But one that stuck with me was the elevator principle, which is that some people take you up, and some people will take you down. And then it's about choosing which lift to go in and things. And actually, I've chosen not to bring those people into my world that are going to take me down. I don't want to go to that place. I don't want to feel like that and things. And it's horrible, absolutely horrible.
I'm going to take that on. Catherine,
at
would you go home, please?
But at a certain age, and I don't know what age it would have been, whether it was I'm in my mid. I can hear it, yeah.
I don't know. Stop doing it while we're doing this, and I will find out a way to switch it off. Go, Neil. Sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of breaking my train of thought, but hey, who cares?
There you go.
It's frustrating. I don't like negativity around me because it
a biddly bong.
For many years it brought me down, whereas I don't know what age it was, whether it was my late 30s or early 40s, something changed and I got stronger, and I was able to kind of say, no, I'm not having that in my world, and things, and put it to one side. Do you find that there's an age? That was my kind of query, really.
I don't think there's an age. I think it comes when it comes, or it doesn't come at all.
Yeah.
It comes to everyone.
I think I give less of a toss now. I'm a bit older. I think of some of the things that happen. I mean, online, for example, I wouldn't have been able to handle this when I was in my mid-20s, the sort of stuff that we get. But now I've got nothing to prove, and I don't care, and I'm not,
It's a concern for the 20-year-olds that are going through this kind of digital age where there's a lot of banter, a lot of slagging off and things, and you just think, you know what, that they're being harmed by this.
We are in danger though of sounding like old people because it's different for them because they've always had this. Doesn't necessarily justify the language and the tone that's being used, but we are in danger of being what my parents were like when, when pop music changed and videos changed.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is going to corrupt the youth. And then you go back to their parents when my granddad used to hate the Rolling Stones. He thought they were ridiculous and were dangerous. So there is an element of that, I think... Yeah, there are problems with the internet and pornography and online bullying and all of that stuff. But 20-year-olds have always had the internet. I've had the internet. I mean, I got the internet, in 1999. You know, I've had the internet for 21 years. 20-year-olds have always had it.
Yeah.
So I worry slightly. Their problems. I just you know, I worry slightly about kind of completely putting it down.
But and I'm not. I'm just saying from my perspective,
No,
this is a sort of thing that I don't care anymore. Sort of things were said. But when I first started out as a presenter, I was very eager to please everyone, and of course that's a hiding. You're on a hiding to nothing with that, an absolute hiding to nothing. And it took me. Ow, cat. Scratching me. He's hugging my leg, but he can't put his claws away.
Georges.
You're on a hiding to nothing because all you can do, especially on the radio and with talk, speech radio in particular, you can't be anything other than what you are. Sooner or later, it's going to come out. And if it's not good enough for people, then they're listening to the wrong show. You can't squeeze yourself into whatever mould that they need or as individuals, because it just doesn't exist.
Yeah. For me, just aside from that, it was the experts. It's the ones that it's the people that have got more experience and they think they know. It's kind of like, when people say to you, don't invent that because it's already been done.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's stopping the inventor. It's stopping, because somebody says something, it kind of squashes the, the enthusiasm and the passion for changing something or discovering something.
Argumentative, but I like listening to experts. I like listening to people who've trod the path before me. Thank you. Who have trodden a path before me, and then I choose what I.
But that's the point, isn't it? You choose what you find useful. I'm struggling to think of any experts who've told me that I should or shouldn't do something. Oh,
a good expert will.
What about the people who've said that they want you to follow a certain clock, or they want to do certain things with your show, and this is how you do things?
I wouldn't class those as experts. I class those as bosses.
Yeah.
And that's different. I would say bosses are different from experts. Generally.
Yeah.
Generally, I've had. David Lloyd was a boss, and I would say he was an expert. The only expert I've probably. Harry Thompson on the 11 o'clock show. Probably the only two experts that have been my boss.
It took me a while to work out the experts from the people who had lots to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a long while. I remember being told very early on when I started presenting, don't tell people how you really feel. They don't care. They've got it a lot worse than you.
But that's not expert advice. That's
no.
dickish advice.
But that was from a boss, right?
Yeah,
and I was starting out, and she'd been doing it for years, so I listened to that. And for a long time, I tried to keep things ever so kind of smooth, and people got no personality whatsoever because I was told that that's not what was required. That took that bit of advice that probably took her 2 minutes to think of or to tell me, probably set me back by about 5 years in terms of finding my personality on the radio.
I'm a fan of experts. I think people who've trodden the path before me and have knowledge and insight as a result of that. I'll listen. I think you're not listening to them, Neil.
I wouldn't
listen to experts. You wouldn't listen to experts.
Well, any at all. There's a difference between an expert and a know-it-all, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a difference. Yeah. I'm of the mind of damn lies and statistics and things. So, experts that come back to me with, with their viewpoint and things, I would take it with a pinch of salt.
I'm so confused, but they're experts. If they maybe our definitions of experts are off, because an expert is someone who knows stuff.
Not always.
Well, then they're not an expert.
Yeah. It's probably a better phrase from Catherine there is know-it-all.
Yeah.
Someone.
But
those
guys. Those guys, but experts
they claim
know it.
Yeah, they claim they've got wisdom and they've got experience or life experience, and they'll squash you for that, for things like that. Experts, a phrase that I've always kind of had in the back of my mind is the very credentials that these people are waving around as something special, is dog dirt.
Again, I don't
means
agree.
Nothing to me.
Okay, well, it means nothing to you. I can't disagree with that, but it depends.
But there's no one better than the other. That's my point, is that we're all on the same.
What's your definition of better in this context?
Well, that's where the expert part comes in. That they come in with this kind of, special kind of status, and I'm like, I don't.
No, you instilled that status on them. That's your issue. I mean, if an expert comes in and acts like a dick, well, they're a dick. But I'll still pick their brains and still see what I can take from it. You know, either given or steal. I've not got a problem with that. I'm confused because I'm confused. I respectfully suggest that you're using expert in the wrong context.
Yeah, fair shout. I don't necessarily.
I'm an expert on the monkeys, right? I'm an expert on the monkeys, right?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't think that you wouldn't, if you had to go and write an essay on the monkeys and I spoke to you suggesting that you would disregard it and blow it off and go, fuck that
Go
guy,
and
what's
Google
he-"
it all
and
yourself.
go and write
No,
it yourself
no,
without listening to my expertise.
No, probably not. It's probably an attitude that comes with the expert, I guess. Yeah.
But I don't think I again would struggle.
That's
to
why I
think of-
probably say the phrase, these people that are waving something around as something special, as like their
Who's doing
big
that?
certificates.
Like a degree.
Yeah, like,
Who's
big
doing that?
certificates and things.
Who's done that to you? 'Cause I don't know anyone that's done that.
Yeah, several. Yeah. It's just probably a challenge that I've had over the years of facing people that have got, this kind of, and then, it's just life experience. But at a certain point in time, I just like, you know what, it means nothing anymore. It means nothing to me anymore. That I can just carry on and do what I want to do, set out. And I've got a small business and it's successful and it's hard work, but I've grafted for it. I've not needed anybody to chip in and tell me how to do it, and things. So, I'm not a self-made millionaire by any stretch.
To an expert, you might be.
Yeah,
You
but
might be.
Would you? I don't.
Would I listen to an expert that if there was an opportunity of becoming a millionaire and improving my work? Yes. As a younger man, I wouldn't. Fuck you. As a younger man, I would not, because I was arrogant and I thought I knew it all. But now, the last 10 years, yes, there's an expert that can say, look, I have walked this path before, right? And I made 20 mistakes before I found the successful path. Tell me what you did wrong. Am I close to doing what you did? Where am I? What is this? What? They can make suggestions, and I would listen to them, and it will be up to me to choose which suggestions. Here's the thing, right? I'm talking to an expert about my mortgage because I can't sort out mortgages myself. I've never done it, right? Maybe the first mortgage. After that, I can't do it because it terrifies me. So I pay a little bit more premium to go to a mortgage advisor, right? And all it means is it gets whacked on the mortgage. You don't really notice it. But I'm going to him for his expert opinion. So I've gone to this guy and he has said, right, you can keep this mortgage here and pay this. You can go to this mortgage here and pay a bit less, or you can go to mortgage C here and pay a little bit more than mortgage B, but ultimately it works out cheaper just because of the way the maths is done. And he's given me his expert advice. I then have to look at that, think about it, weigh up the pros and cons, and then take a bit of a punt. But it's less of a punt because I've listened to his expert opinion.
These are professionals in their jobs.
They're experts. He's an expert.
Yeah.
And you've argued against experts.
Well, I've argued about people that are the know-it-alls, the people that I call them the experts, because
then we need to stop using the word experts for clarity, because we're not arguing about experts then.
No, because I've got an accountant and I would trust my accountant to do my books. That's their profession. It's something that I wouldn't know anything about, so I trust them to get on with it. It's a different definition. I've got people around me that are, that try to bring me down because they think they know better than me, and that's the type of people that I'm referring to. Okay. I just nickname them probably experts.
Cat has been attacked by Cat.
Thank you
very much indeed. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Let's talk about our brilliant sponsors. gelaw.co.uk. All of these people are experts in their field, and I salute them. I salute them.
Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, brilliant. If you are getting divorced, horrible time, but it needn't be made even worse by being put in more combative situations and stuff.
I would say combative. Okay.
So you can go to Lawyers Who'll Stir It.
Doorbells.
You can go to Gregorian Emerson Family Law, who will try to calm those waters and make sure that you and your family have the best restart possible once the divorce is over. That's Gregorian Emerson Family Law.
Poseidon Safety Management. Talk to me about these guys while I look up a little something on here.
If
please.
you are in Devon and Cornwall, I'm just giving up on this footstool now because it's quite clear it's not mine anymore. If you're in Devon and Cornwall, you need something watching in terms of security, then Poseidon Safety Management are your team. They have the biggest squad of guard dogs in Devon and Cornwall. They do manned guarding. They'll do guards with...
They will guard men with their lives.
Guard dogs and mobile patrols. They recruit from the areas that they serve, so they have a vested interest in making those communities safer. And they also, they have a kind of human approach to things in terms of they don't just turn up in sort of foreboding, dark uniforms and make everyone feel like they're being, judged. It's kind of, they're part of the community. It's almost that sort of old-fashioned night watchman vibe that you used to get in streets. So Poseidon Safety Management, have a word with them. If they are not for you, they will recommend other ways around it, but have a chat with them. They're so good. So that is 01208 455 245. So if you're in Devon and Cornwall and you need a property looking after, they're your people.
Abbeycare.co.uk, experts in rehabilitation. Hello. Experts in rehabilitation and addictions of all kinds. You got your drugs, you got your booze. I'm not moving it because my fingers are here. You got your drugs, you got your booze, you got your sex, you got your gambling, you got your food, you got your shopping. They cover it all, man and woman. They cover it all. They have got centres in Glasgow and Gloucester, residential centres, and you might think, well, I don't live near any of those places. Good. It's good to kind of get. You don't want to, if you can avoid it, you don't want a rehab that's just around the corner.
Take yourself away from the familiar, because the familiar is the problem, right?
Get away. Go and have a look at their website, abbeycare.co.uk. It ain't cheap, right? But 25% discount on your treatment if you mention this show. 25% discount if you mention this show. JBU Records. Big up the JBU. Tom, I think, is in the chat as we speak. This is just an insane and wonderful album. It's a Christmas album, and it features a lot of kids, Japanese kids. Hey, Tom, features a lot of Japanese kids singing Christmas songs, some traditional ones, a lot that you'll know, some that you won't know. Also features this band. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Carapons. Look at this. Let me move over here so you can see them in all their heavenly glory. Wowzers. I love Japanese bands. They remind me of one of the times we went to Japan, and we stopped off on the way to Osaka, and we stopped off at this castle, and then we saw this little sort of festival happening in this car park. It was like a little stage and some chairs, and we watched some bands, and we saw this amazing girl playing the ukulele and singing songs. It was incredible. And I went up to her afterwards and said, in really bad Japanese, I think that's great, and she didn't speak English, and I bought a CD. Anyway, this is great. We will play a bit of their song that's on this album a little bit later on. Here we go. Dave says, I've ordered mine already. Look at that. You get 10% discount if you use the code TLNA. That stands for us, the Late Night Alternative. And you're thinking, well, okay, but where do I go to get the album? You can play it on Spotify, but this is such a beautiful thing. 'Cause it's got a lovely booklet as well, hasn't it?
So you can sing along. Even if you don't speak Japanese. I know, it's a miracle. So I'm going to get it for my kids.
Yeah.
Because it's a lovely little sort of thing in the run-up to Christmas. We always like a Christmas CD on the go, and this is one they haven't heard before.
I think the CD's a tenner, right, which is nothing for a CD these days. It's nothing for a Japanese CD. $9.99, you get 10% off. You're getting a CD for £9. Buy 2 or 3, send it out as a Christmas present is great. Send it out before Christmas, because you get Christmas album on Christmas Day. You don't get much out of it.
No.
So get it out early and say, this is a lovely early Christmas present.
This is the thing. Floss1412 says, my son speaks Japanese. I might get this for him.
It.
Ideal.
I don't want any mites get it. Get it. Go and Get it.
Dave Dogface says it's going to be the soundtrack to Work's Christmas pizza event.
As it should be, man. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. We've done an hour. That bloody buzz. Right, I'm going to fix all of this tomorrow. So I'm going to write on my whiteboard.
Buzz.
Buzz and Streamlabs. But also, why, when you play this... here we go. Yeeta says, thank you for the subscription. Haven't tuned into you two since Talk Radio. Literally saved me through some of the darkest, depressive episodes ever. I'm glad you're still with us. Still got my fingers crossed to be one of the 26 people to get into Stonehenge, though. Still waiting. It'll never happen. Andy Wise, guys, thank you for the resub. Adam, thank you for the resub. Atari, thank you for the resub. Danny, thank you for the resub. 6 months. Stuart, 6 months. Matty, 3 months in a row. Thank you for the resub. We mentioned Primordial Radio with the raid. Thanking you. There we go. Richard, thank you for the resub. Loads. Why is that audio? I don't quite need these glasses. That's too far for them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Reached the limit of the glasses'
Reached the
power.
limit of the glasses' power. Sinjin, we'll come to you in a second. I just want to work out why that is playing. Oh, baby, I love you so much. Why is that playing through that speaker? Why is it playing through the speaker? So we go there. We go to...
They've cancelled Brexit.
That didn't go through the speaker. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? You hear that, right?
Yes.
So
that worked then?
Well, was it on Skype? Which window?
They've cancelled Brexit.
Well, why did that come through?
They've cancelled Brexit.
Will it make a difference if we're talking to someone?
Maybe I've flushed the system out. Could someone? I don't want to be that guy. Could someone? If I'm going to put one of these down. I'm going to put "Give Us the Meat" down to 10 bits, right? So "Give Us the Meat" is now 10 bits. Could someone test it for us, please? It's 10 bits. It's 10 pence. Could someone test it for us, please? Here we go.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Sound alert, monitor and output.
Give us the meat.
Why?
Give
Can
us the
someone do
meat.
it again,
Give us the
please?
meat. Give us the meat.
They're doing it again, but then we can't hear it. Why is that coming through there?
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Fixed it.
Thank you, Cantona.
Sometimes this Streamlabs is such a pain in the bum, and streamers will get this. Because sometimes
give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
We got it. It works now. Thank you. You can hear it twice. Can someone do it one more time?
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
You can hear the echo. Hang on.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Try it now.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Goodness sakes, man.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
One more time for luck. Go on. That's not playing.
The meat.
It would be that one, wouldn't it? You're right. We're having a moment.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
It worked yesterday. Why?
Is it because we had that meeting?
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
I know there's echo. There's so much meat. Right, okay. You don't have the browser open, do you? No.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
No.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Both of those there. Try again.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Where else it's coming through, is there?
Michael, double dinners. Exactly.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Over 1,000 viewers. I know. This is what we're
They
doing.
heard there was meat going.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
I think it's an extension, isn't it?
Oh.
Discover extensions. No, we won't. We're going to go to the channel.
Who's it? What's going on?
The echo had some.
What's going on?
The echo had some.
What's going on?
Here we go. Right, so we're going to
Give us the meat.
Right, hang on.
Give us the
Actually,
meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Hang on. Right, now you
It
can't hear.
cancelled
Right, yes, you
Brexit.
can. So why is that coming through there? Oh, Jesus, I hate the world so much.
Can I help? Would you like a cup of tea?
I'd love a cup of Red Bush, please.
Let's
This is
do
the
it.
stream for
This
the
is
moment,
how
guys.
Brits help each other. I'm going to make him a cup of
This
tea.
is what it's all about. So sound alerts. Here we go. You can help me, guys. It worked earlier. It worked earlier. And now it's not working. So I want to go to the sound alert thing. Configure. Here we go. Configure. You can hear
Give us
that.
the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
I can do it if I turn that off, but I need to have that on.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Hey, Tallulah. You're not Tallulah from the Electric Parade, are you? That didn't fix it, though. That doesn't fix it. It doesn't fix it. It doesn't fix it.
Give us the meat. 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 Give us the meat.
Why are you doing that? Why? All right, hang on. Try it now. No, that won't do it. That won't do it.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Why doesn't it work? It's not sorted because we can't hear it. We need to be able to hear it.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Oh, hang on.
Give
Hang
us
on,
the
we might
meat.
be able to do it.
Give us the meat.
I might have fixed it, but I don't know what I did, and that's not a great fix. No, it won't.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Knockers are better.
Why is that doing that? I bet. Do you know what? I bet if I'm gonna turn this off, and I bet if I no, it's not my mics. It's not the mics. It's coming through the computer. Show 71. Right, let's turn this off because I know how to do it. Right, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. I'll have my hair's gone funny. It's got funny parting. We'll have a look at that Buzz Streamlabs sound. I thought it was going too smoothly. I think if I close Streamlabs and come back to it, I think it will work. But I cannot be bothered to do that. Welcome to the show. Shall we open the phone lines? Sinjin. Thank you, Simon, for your kind tweet. Hey.
Hi, what's up?
Yes, man.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you're laughing at something that's just happened over there in America and not me trying to fix the sound stuff on my stream, because that would be rude.
No, not at all. Something happened over here. I don't know what it was, but it was funny. And that's the only thing that I'm laughing about.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, you got good news. You guys came up with the new president, and you came up with the cure for coronavirus. You beat Oxford and Cambridge. What? Oxford and Cambridge. Did you not know? You've got a cure for...
I heard about the first part, but I didn't see who came up with the coronavirus vaccine.
Pfizer.
Well, we win again. So
Pfizer. Please don't correct my
I'm just so
pronunciation.
used to us winning that, like, it's just like second nature. I don't even pay attention to it.
Catherine is trying to be part of the show, even though she's not in this room, so she can kiss it. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
You know, it's getting by. You know.
All right, I might have lied. I'm not doing the best, but Oh no. Hi guys, I hope everybody's having a good day. I don't have tea. I had hot chocolate. It's my Buzz Lightyear cup. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can. But it's very cool, and I have my Buzz Lightyear shirt on. I'm just going to talk to you guys. I don't know where he went though. Oh, and I have pizza. Apparently, my wife is in chat. Cool. Right? It's got like so you can see it. It's like the early.
Well.
The early concept art Buzz Lightyear. Oh no. The Skype thing has it.
Oh well.
I'm Buzz every.
Sinjin hijacked our show.
Yeah, he's showing off his buzz. Speaking of buzzes.
Good for you, man.
Hey, Sinjin, that is another excellent shirt.
Well, guys, my Xbox has just arrived, so that's the end of this stream tonight. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
We'll do an unboxing.
Yes.
We're going to do an unboxing. This will get us loads of views. Unboxing. Hey, Sinjin, sorry, man. We're with you now,
no, you're
brother.
Fine.
Good
You're
to see
fine. Is my microphone muted? Can you hear me?
We can hear you beautifully.
Okay.
Oh, no, we can't. We can't hear you.
Wait.
Sinjin, are you there?
Hello?
Hello?
I can hear me through one of your headsets, so I heard it.
Hello?
I'm checking the stream now.
Is he doing a
I'm
thing?
watching the VOD. I'm watching the stream. Hang on.
Is this an American
I
thing?
can hear myself.
He's doing a thing.
I can hear myself on the stream. It's fine. I know how this works.
We nearly got you, America.
Next time.
How are you, Kath? I didn't get to say hi to you properly.
I'm all right.
Good.
Thanks very much for voting for the right person.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know. He voted Trump.
Well,
He did vote for the right
Don't
person.
put that on me. No, I did not.
He's one of the 70 million that voted for hate.
Throw up when you say that. I did not at all.
What's the vibe like over there, man?
The vibe is pretty surprising, at least where I am. So, DC, I don't know if you guys saw like the outcome for DC as far as voting. It was like 93% Biden, like 7% Trump, which is hilarious. And I live in Maryland, so DC's like inside of Maryland. Baltimore was kind of everywhere. But thankfully, before the election, I didn't see a lot of like dumb people riding around with like flags outside the back of their pickup trucks, like maybe like one or two. But I think the area that I live in is pretty progressive, so we all are super happy about it.
It's a start, isn't it? Again, the same with the coronavirus thing. This ain't the end. It's going. Everything's going to take a lot of rebuilding. The damage that your previous dickhead president did. You know, the fact any argument of him being a fascist is indisputable now because he is denying actual democracy.
Yeah.
Last time there's a big news story about that. It was Iran. He is denying people's votes, but he's not a fascist. Well, that's it. If you didn't think it in the last 4 years, that's it, man. And there are people voting for someone who doesn't want to count votes.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't see too much of it, like I said, like firsthand or anything, because I've also still been kind of like keeping to myself inside my house. I'm not like, hey, everything's over with. Let's go rip off all of our masks and hug each other. But yeah, it's definitely weird. It's super weird. And I hope that it's over soon, but knowing him, he's probably going to like dispute the count, and then there's going to be a recount, and the count's not even done yet, so we're going to have to wait longer. And I think
when does it have to be done? You've got like 70 days or something, hasn't he? You've got 70 more days before it has to be done and dusted.
I think it's around like the end of December, like around the new year. So hopefully it'll be a happy new year and we can just finally say goodbye. I did hear something interesting today that apparently there's a group of people that are Trump supporters that are planning on all moving to one like state and trying to vote him as a governor because like that's how they can control that state, and he'll just be like a little like state controlled area.
That's not a terrible idea, is it? That's not a terrible idea. If it's just those guys being ruled over by him, they might realise that.
Then you could drop a bomb on it. Go and drop a nuclear bomb on that place. I'd do it.
If it's off the coast, like on an island, I don't want it to be inside of anywhere.
Let's put them on the same island that we're planning to put all the paedophiles on. Let's do that. Do you know, I suspect there'll be a bit of the Venn diagram, I think, will cross over quite nicely there.
I saw on Twitter that Mike Pompeo was asked whether he would guarantee the smooth transition of power, and he said there will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration, right? Hilarious. If you're not living in the country that we're talking about, you know, if this was some sort of republic with a guy in a military uniform and with lots of medals that he had made for himself, we wouldn't be surprised. But this is America.
I'm not
it's incredible.
Anything anymore.
No.
There was people that were saying because I don't know if you guys were keeping up with it when Hillary lost and Trump was going, and everybody, like a lot of Democrats were sad, and they were saying that they would like to leave the country if they could, just to like protect like their like mental health, and because there was like just concerns of being like any kind of oppressed or anything like that. So everybody was making fun of Democrats and being like, oh, leave the country if you want to. But now like the roles have reversed, and they're all saying that they want to leave. And guess what these idiots are saying? They're saying that they want to go to Alaska because it's outside the country. Just because it's not directly connected to America doesn't mean that it's not America. Oh, I've been getting heated, but I've been keeping to myself for the most part.
What's the best meal you've had in the last 10 days?
Oh. I had this new place that opened up called BurgerFi. Apparently it's a chain, but they're like super fancy. They like stamp their burger buns with like little, like, you know how they stamp like cows and stuff with like prods and stuff. It was so good though. They have these versions of fries that are called boardwalk fries around here.
Oh Jesus, I'm looking at their website. BurgerFi, F as in Burger FI, right?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look at their website.
Oh man alive!
Hang on a minute. Let's get
Introducing our new spicy fried chicken sandwich.
Look at that! Look at the. Hang on. Let's move. Look at the state of that. Is great. BurgerFi is branded. Oh baby, BurgerFi cares. Whatever. Awarded the best burger joint.
Oh look at that cheese, man.
Oh you dirty. Oh, you filthy bastards. Look at that, man. Ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
It looks like what's on the website, too. It's not like something that's like propped up to look completely different than what you actually get.
Yeah, like McDonald's in the pictures, it looks kind of big, and then when you get it, it looks like someone sat on it.
Oh, my God. I have such a gripe with McDonald's recently.
Oh, really?
Oh.
What? Because their food is shit?
Well, that's part of it.
I like a Mac and D's, but it's terrible.
I have two things. So you guys get special limited edition items for Christmas that we don't get. Apparently you're getting like a double Big Mac or something, which just seems like
that came out the same day the coronavirus vaccine was announced. And I saw someone tweet, what a day to be alive.
Sing Hosanna.
It just seems like such an American thing to do, to like double the meat. Why do we not have that? First of all, you guys have like cheese dippers or something that look like mozzarella bits that look delicious. I would probably try them if it was like late at night. But the other thing that I have a problem with is McDonald's marketing team. So they had this promotion for, I think he's a Hispanic rapper named J Balvin. I don't know if you guys have seen the promotions for it.
No.
Maybe not in the UK. So did you hear about the Travis Scott meal?
No.
Celebrities are getting meals made at McDonald's that are just like...
No, like in old sort of New York diners and delis and stuff.
Well, you had the Al Pacino.
Yeah, you get the Frank Sinatra. He ate in there once in '56. We named a sandwich after him.
Right, that's exactly what it is. They're kind of lame. They're all like with like one modification over. Like
Scott Bile.
The Travis Scott one was like it was like a double cheeseburger with barbecue sauce on it or something.
Okay.
Like it's fine, but it's not
Tony
like
Danza.
a deal. The J Balvin one though, in the commercial, like they describe their meal and they're like, "Hey, I like this and this and this." He says that he wants a Big Mac. Hold the pickles, please. That is a specific thing that he says in the commercial. Every single promotional piece that I've seen is a Big Mac littered with pickles. He asks you for one thing. You're McDonald's. You can take one picture of a Big Mac without pickles and put it all over the promotions. It's made me so mad how like lazy they were about it. I was like, come on, please. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I'm just angry about it.
Listen, man, we're in vaccine territory. Is it coming out of the speaker? Is it coming out? No, something's weird. Is not quite right. We're in vaccine territory. That means, I reckon, in 12 months' time, Sinjin, you open the door. Hello, it's Sinjin. Oh my God, it's Iain and Kath. You came to my house in the United States in Maryland, the home of the cookies.
And you brought me some really cold mozzarella dippers.
We will be doing a tour of your house in 1 year's time, Sinjin.
Okay.
You better be ready.
That's fine. I already had planned to come over for Twitch Amsterdam and visit like a bunch of people in the UK. So.
Well, no. You're not invited to ours. Listen very.
I'm sorry.
Listen very carefully. We are inviting us to yours. Come and stay at my house, man. Come and do some streams from here. You'd be very welcome.
Very cool.
I live on my own with 5 cats.
I live with my wife with 2 dogs. Do you guys want to see Jax real quick?
Yes, I do. Jax isn't a nickname for your penis, is it?
No, that's my OnlyFans content. Come on, Iain.
In that case, I'm not so sure, but go on.
I have treats. I want to get him over here so that way he can say hi. Hang on one second. Jaxie boy, you want a treat?
Jaxie boy?
By the way,
Jaxie in this country is something different.
Means your ass.
Oh,
I would buy.
Jaxie boy.
I would buy an album, right, or a podcast. I would download a podcast every week, 35 minutes long, and all it was people calling their pets.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got a different voice. I would just listen to that.
I was thrilled today. I called the cat from inside the house, and I saw her run around and come through the cat flap.
I think it's coming. Hang on.
It was Victory.
Oh, he might be in his cage. I think he just got done eating dinner.
He hasn't got a dog.
No, there is no dog.
You raided me because of my dog. I watched the vlog.
No, we didn't. We've never raided you. We've never met you before.
Oh, speaking of raids, real quick, do you mind if I like self-promote?
No, do it.
Jesus Christ.
I have a 24-hour stream this Friday. That's my 24-hour stream.
Oh, you're doing it. Finally. You came up with a date.
Yeah.
Okay, what time are you starting?
6 p.m. my time. I made sure that I'm going live early enough to where you guys will still be on.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll pop in at some point during the show
Yeah.
and have a little look, and then we'll come and do a little cheeky raid of you.
A little cheeky raid? I appreciate
cheeky
it.
raid, governor.
Let me see if I can get him. Give me 1 second.
Okay, not a problem.
Jaxie!
Okay. Hasn't got a dog.
Jaxie boy! Oh, here it comes. Come here. You want this? Oh, come here.
You know he wants that.
Get on camera. Get on camera.
It's just someone with a glove on going like that. Come on, he's doing that.
There he is. Hi.
There he is. That's a real dog.
Hey.
Come here. Jax, come here. Oh, my goodness. Come here. Will you come here? Any other time when I'm streaming, he jumps on top of me. And, of course, now he's not going to. I love you. Thank you. Come here. He's here. You can see him.
We believe in you, Jax. Hi. We believe in Christmas. Oh, there he is. Look at that.
There he is. Hi.
All right, this is getting weird. I'm going to cut him off. Goodbye.
Jaxie boy!
Okay.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. Did I go on Good Morning Britain with a moustache?
Yeah.
Did I? Mm-hmm. That was a bold move.
I thought the moustache worked.
That's just us, though. Okay, thank you for that.
Well, it's a lot of fun.
0203. Thank you, Sinjin. Remind us on Friday, and we'll come in, and one of us, someone will remind us. A chat will remind us, and we'll come in. 24. What is this with this 24-hour streams? I can barely manage a 24-hour day.
24-hour stream. Imagine. Is some of it being asleep? Oh, exciting!
Don't dox myself. This is not mine. This is my board. I'm hoping. Will technical guru Will Guy said to me a few weeks ago, "I'm getting you one for free." Messaged him today. He went,
Oh, really?
Guy, just try it with Guy. he's got a gaming podcast coming out, or a computer podcast coming out.
Is it called Try It with Guy? Oh, matey. Where's the thing?
That's right. It's this side, so we can just check that. All right, there we go. No doxing of myself.
Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Comment ça va?
Ça va, ça va. C'est comme ci, comme ça.
Ça va bien. Oh, is that one of those new fancy Xboxes?
Yeah, I got the one without a disk drive because my kids are idiots. Just got delivered.
No, I saw. I was listening.
Okay. There's something not right with the sound. Does it sound funny to you? It don't matter. I've already fallen down a rabbit hole, so it's all good. We're all good. Go on, Gatford.
Well, I got two things. One is sound related. When you were fiddling with the sound,
yeah.
How many tabs did you have open on your Internet Explorer Netscape Navigator thing?
I've got 1, 2. I can go through them for you. Let's go through them. There's a lot going on.
He's a busy man.
Very busy man. So we got 1. We got my private emails. 2. We've got documents I've been sending to my mortgage guy. 3. We got the laptop that I really want, but I can't afford that. But I want it, but I won't use it, so I'm not going to buy it. 4. We got the emails for the late night alternative. 5 is JPU Records. 6 is Dropbox, JPU Records. 7 is Google Calendar. 8 is Zoom. 9 is JPU Records. 10 is JPU Records. 11 is JPU Records. 12 is YouTube. 13 is JPU Records. 14 is Twitter. 15 is the Gaunt. You caught me. Oh no! Is the Talk Forum Gaunt page. What was that? 15. 16 is Virtual NA. 17 is it's this website I signed up called Influence for You, which I'm going to unsign from. What was that? 18 is the Late Night Alternative. 19 is Patreon. 20 is Nightbot. 21 is abbycare.co.uk. 22 is Twitch. 23 is Twitch. 24 is Twitch. 25 is Twitch. 25.
Is there any chance that might be causing some problems with the
sound? There is zero chance.
No.
Though 5 of them are the same thing.
Well,
they're not though.
But
they're different pages of the same.
Oh, okay. Fine.
I'll tell you what, Gatford. You've asked for it. Thank you. We'll restart. We'll restart the sound trials. Gatford has asked for it. Right. Okay. So what we do is we. Oh, do you know what? He might be right.
Oh, shush.
He might be. No. Enable sound alerts. Right. Could someone do Kath's Meat, please?
Beg your pardon?
You know what I mean. Could someone do Kath's Meat? And we should hear it with an echo. Please. Shut up, Copel.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Oh. Now try it. It won't work. I won't do it.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Gatford, you blew it, mate. You blew it, you piece of trash. How to fix alert?
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
First, make sure you don't have any additional pop-out windows open on your computer. I haven't.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
URL source. What does that even mean?
Dave Dogface, I'm sad to report that. I think
give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
The browser source, and click properties. Here we go. We're in. This is going to do it. Click properties.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
There will be no meat until we've sorted this out.
Shut down source when not visible. Yes. Try removing the source completely and remaking it. All right, we're going to get rid of the source. We're going to copy.
Okay.
Someone, Gatford wanted this. So we're going to get rid of you. Gone. You won't be able to do it now. It won't work. Right? But now I'm going to add it. Of course, call it browser source. No, Jesus. Paste. Control V. Now try it. No, that won't work. Now try it. Oh, that will work. That should do it. Someone tried it and it didn't work.
Are
you speaking in tongues?
Fixed it. Speaking in tongues is easy.
That woman who was apparently speaking in tongues for Donald Trump.
What was that? Speaking in tongues is, you know, I'm not knocking religion, right? Why would I knock religion? You know, I'm not going to say, you know, in 20 years' time, will kids be still going to see Jesus Christ or will they be seeing the Beatles? I'm not knocking religion, right? But speaking in tongues.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Okay, I don't know how to make that expensive again.
Make it too expensive.
Give us
Please
the meat.
Stop doing it.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Psycho boy, if you sent me that. Right. What do I want? Streaming tools, extensions.
Give us the meat.
Do it quickly.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Where is it? Where is it? Extensions, schedules, streamer tools, extensions. No, is it streaming tools? Oh God, what is it under? I can't find it.
Sinjin says it
Give
sounds
us
like
the
it's
meat.
not echoing.
Give us the meat.
It wasn't supposed to
Give us
echo.
the meat.
No, it's not meant
Give
to
us
echo.
the meat.
What? You think? We're not going to raid this 24-hour stream. The guy's a crazy fool.
Give us the meat.
Please
Give
stop
us the
doing that.
meat.
My
Give us the
extensions.
meat. Give us
Sound
the meat.
alerts, configure. Give us the meat. Really expensive. That way, no one's going to do it. No one's going to do it.
We should have meat-free Mondays and Tuesdays.
There we go. Do give us the meat.
Give
now,
us
I
the
dare
meat.
ya.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Someone just
Give
did
us
it for
the
a
meat.
tenner.
No. Why would you do that?
Maybe we
Where
caught
did you?
them on the hook.
Oh no, that's bad.
No, it's not bad. It's their fault. They're trolling us. Right. So that means if we go here and you do it, I've got to load it in everything.
We've got requests coming in for Coochie Club. We'd forgotten about that. It is Tuesday.
I don't know what Coochie Club is.
It's where we do our exercises.
Oh no! I don't. That's not a thing.
You might have to do it privately because Ian is afraid of the cooch.
Right. So that should work. I've got to do it everywhere now. Camera 2. Get rid of you. Doing that. Is Kath doing it now? Right. Okay. Catherine, close up. You're gone. You're gone. Paste.
Come on, your pelvic floor will thank you for it.
Sat watching Ian Lee on Twitch. Right, Craig's been trolling us. He's been doing a lot of these give us the meats. Paste.
Honestly, you'll thank me for this. 20 years' time.
Paste.
You'll be tight like a tiger.
JP Records, sound alert gone. This is fun, isn't it? This is what a stream is all about.
And clench.
Jesus. Gregorian Embassy. We're getting an extra bonus.
Bonus, he said.
Bonus. Paste. Poseidon. Sound alert gone. Oh, what joy. This thing is the kind of stuff that keeps me awake at night. It just irritates me. And it irritates you. You're watching this.
Some of them are exercising.
Can we count these as adverts?
Yes.
We've kind of flicked through them. You know, I do think we're offering too much.
And give yourselves a big clap.
Okay, I don't know what you were doing there.
The people that know.
Amy subscribed for 22 months. Thank you, Amy. Rob has just subscribed with Prime. Thank you. This is our job. This is how we make our living. Yeah, we could be more professional, but why? If you want to help us, You can click follow. Just click the follow button. That's free. You can do that for absolutely nothing, and that helps. We were up to about 12,000 follows recently. Let's have a little look. 12,133. Thank use. That's great. Want to help us a bit more? If you've got Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch and then subscribe to us. We get £5 that we split between us. Doesn't cost you a penny. Link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch, subscribe. We get some money. It doesn't cost you a penny. Money you could never spend. If you haven't got that, you can pay for a sub. And there are different tiers, 1, 2, and 3. I would imagine that maybe this weekend, I do have some young gentlemen staying with me this weekend, but maybe we could do the production meeting on the Saturday or the Sunday. I don't know what you're up to.
I'm around. I'm not going out, that's for sure.
Let's say this Saturday at 11 o'clock Saturday, we'll do the production meeting for tier 3s. Okay, so if you're a tier 3, check your whispers Friday afternoon, and I will send you a Zoom link for the production meeting that tier 3's mods and me and Catherine will be at, and it's about 40 minutes. We have a laugh, we a bit of classic TLNA banter. It really is a lot of fun. And what's great is we get to hear your input into the show, the bits you think aren't working and the bits that could be improved, and also any suggestions that you've got for new bits to the show. And we guarantee that at least one of those suggestions will get put in the show at some point. Tier 3.
It's true. It's a laugh.
And you can give us money via PayPal if you want. If you want to, www.paypal.me/Iain Lee. Now we got a talent show next Wednesday. Sorry, that was quite an aggressive. I'm excited. I'm not going to bother making that trail because I just can't be bothered. I have these ideas and the moment goes. But tell us.
You don't have to.
I don't have to. Tell us what's happening next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday we are having TLNA's big talent show.
No, it's not called that.
TLNA's, ooh, aren't you talented?
Performance ring. Show us what you got.
Okay, fine. TLNA's performance ring shows what you got. And it can be anything. Don't think of it as a talent because that is too intimidating for some people.
Avant-garde,
listen,
the better.
It's just like variety. So if you've got a party piece, that'll do us. And there is a big cash prize, and that is not a lie.
£400, at least £400 at the moment in the pot. First prize is £250 at least. Could go up. Me and Catherine will whittle down to maybe our favourite 5. You lot get to decide. If you can email in before, the email's on the bottom of the screen. That's really helpful.
Yeah, we
would
like
love
a phone
number or a Skype or something. That's quite helpful.
Just so we can get a little skeleton outline of what we're going to have, when, and make sure that everyone gets in.
But
you can turn up on the night.
We will be accepting entries on the night. Someone's asked, can we send in videos? Yes, you can. No longer, I would say 90 seconds, no longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No longer than 2 minutes, please. Odie says, I can make a trim phone sound with my mouth. Well, that works. That's exactly the kind of crap we want.
Perfect.
If you want to phone up and do a song, brilliant. You want to phone up and do a bit of Shakespeare, brilliant, I suppose. But if you want to phone up and just dick around, then do that.
Ring us up and go.
No, do that. It would be nice if you could dress up. It'd be nice if you had a name for the talent show.
Yeah. You don't have to be. You could be a double act.
Yeah. So that'll be good. That's next Wednesday. The whole show is a talent show. Pajama Speed says, great, I shall pull a truck with my pelvic floor muscles. Jesus Christ.
She's been clenching.
I would love an act like that. I would love an act where it ends up with someone going to hospital.
It could happen.
We haven't done our sponsors this hour, have we? That didn't count me flicking through them. Right, let's start with JPU Records. It's our newest one. Now, earlier on, we showed you...
Happy Kids Christmas.
Happy Kids Christmas is the name of the album. And we showed you, this is one of the acts. This is one of the turns. I mean, my God, Miss Jones, my God. This is one of the bands on this. Should we listen to their...
Oh, I'd love to.
Should we listen to their song? We'll put the link in the chat in a minute. You get 10% off. Now, they're track 15, aren't they? The Carapons. The Carapons.
What does Carapons mean?
None of your business. Imagine if it meant none of your business. How cool would I be? So the Carapons. So there's 25 tracks on there. The Carapons do this. Oh, this is so great. Listen to this, man. Listen to this. What joy. Here we go. This is beautiful. This is genuinely beautiful. This is a short one. Tom from JPU Records says, Kero is the sound a frog makes. Pons, got no idea. This is actually beautiful, right? Listen, it's a going. Yes, man. It fits. You can get it on the streaming services and all of that stuff. But go and buy the CD. It's a tenner, and you get 10% off if you use the code TLNA. And it's beautiful. There's a book that comes with it, and it's an absolute joy. That is a great song. We'll play some more of that throughout the coming weeks. It's like a little Christmas vibe, just gently easing it in.
And also, if you're doing something remotely, I know a lot of you having sort of remote Christmas parties and stuff. This is going to be a crowd pleaser. Come on.
One singer is called Kero-chan. The other is called Pon-chan. Kero Pon. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you to JPU Records. We'll have a little delve into the rest of their catalogue maybe next week. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. But I know some of you will dig it. It's a little bit different. Yeah. But go and buy this. Go and buy this. Go and buy this. Go and buy 5 of these. Don't
forget the code TLNA.
Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, gelaw.co.uk. The competition, the talent show we've got being sponsored by Richard and by Nick at Poseidon. If you're getting divorced, go and see these dudes. If you're getting divorced, I wouldn't go and see these guys. Or maybe you could.
Once you've had a clear out.
Exactly. Poseidon, safety, management. Of course, we haven't really spoken about Zeus the dog. For a bit. Zeus, let's get rid of Dirty Zeus. Oh no, I was trying to get rid of Dirty Zeus, and I've
You've got anonymous Zeus there.
I don't know which. I've got so many Zeuses. I don't know which Zeus. That's a non-Zeus. So hang on. If I get rid of a non-Zeus.
Big Zeus.
I've got so many Zeuses. I just don't know.
He's a dog of many faces and disguises.
There we go. The Zeus montage.
Yeah.
Is what we got. So Zeus is was a dog that Nick found, who was about 18 months old.
You're a pervert.
That may be the case, sir, but I'm busy.
He was in a crate or something, wasn't he?
He was in a shitty condition, been treated really badly, and Nick was like, I haven't none of that. Got him, and the dog was terrified and was, as it would be, and Nick rehabilitated him and then trained him, and he's now a working dog. He's scared of cats. But that's by the by.
He's a very good boy.
He is a good boy, and they've got. I think they said they've got 10 dogs that go out on the patrol, and
one of them is tiny. His best friend is a little terrier, and we sort of joked, went, "Oh, has he got a job?" Yeah, he's also a guard dog.
Yeah. So thank you, Nick, for your support. I need to send Nick and I need to send Abby Care an email this week, because I think this can't be last week.
No, surely not.
No, it's someone. I think it may be Nick. I need to have a look at my books. abbycare.co.uk. No, it's not the last week for them at all. What on earth am I thinking? An addiction recovery clinic. I got clean in the rooms, and when I say in the rooms, I mean in the rooms of NA and AA and rooms. It's like church halls and it's schools and it's all kinds of rooms above pubs, ironically, coffee houses, all those kind of things. But that doesn't work for everyone. Some people need a shot of recovery, and a clinic like this can be perfect because I don't know if they take your mobile phone here. We'll have to ask Paul, if you're watching, can you let us know? What's the deal with mobile phones? Because I know in some places, certainly for the first week, they take your mobile phone.
They want you to isolate
off you, so that you're not, maybe you're in a relationship that's not great and you're not having to deal with angry emails or dealers or all that kind of stuff. So I'd imagine that's possibly the case. Dee's just bought the album. Nice one, Dee. Thank you. So I'd imagine that's the case there, but we'll find out. And it really is some of the greatest minds helping you to work out why you need some sort of drug or booze or sex or food or gambling or shopping or whatever it is, exercise, whatever it is, and they'll help you work out why you need that, why you think you need that, and what life might be like if you didn't have it. And as a recovering addict, I love cocaine. I can't deny it. I do. I love it, but it's a hush mistress, and life is infinitely better when I'm not taking drugs and when I'm not obsessing about drugs. And I've not obsessed about drugs for a few days, which is good. So I would thoroughly recommend, if you've got an issue, at least give them a call or go to their website, abbeycare.co.uk. We did the 4. I keep feeling we've missed someone.
I know. You know why? It's because there are some very familiar names that we're not saying anymore for now.
4sp.com. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. James gave us a call. Let's give James a little cally back. And what I can do here is I can...
Oh, did you hear me back click?
I did hear your back click there. I like it when you back clicks. Hello, mate.
Now then, how's it going?
Oh, that's a strident way to start a phone call.
Give me this. Listen, you better both listen here. We've got to stop with this stridentness because there's nothing strident about me.
I think the strident is an excellent quality, but if you reject that, that's fine.
I don't know.
I think why are you losing confidence in yourself?
Oh wow, where'd that come from? Confidence in myself.
You came up with the strident.
Well,
no, I did not.
I said he sounded strident.
You went along with the strident.
No, well, I didn't really have a choice. Peer pressure and all that.
What the fuck, peer pressure bullshit bollocks? Of course we're not peers. How are we peers?
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to elevate you to my level, but okay, we're not peers. We're not peers.
See, that's a strident thing to say. That is a strident thing to say, but okay.
It is gone. You don't like it. You called muffin. It is gone.
So, what's going on with you today, James?
Nothing much. Just been hanging out, waiting for my hearing tomorrow. But I wrote a little statement for this investigation at work, so I'll be doing that. I just related to something Iain was saying then about obsessing. I've never done the rooms, so I don't understand a lot of the sort of addiction terminology that people use. But obsessing, that's such a perfect word for it, because it's not like I'm thinking about it. It's like it becomes an obsession. Yeah. I'm thinking, just from hearing stuff like this, there was another beaut that you said. What was it? When you're in the rooms, that your addiction's out doing push-ups or something in the car park.
Yeah, it's out in the car park, constantly.
Yeah, this sort of language, I don't know why, but it's feeling helpful, or I don't know how it's helpful, but it feels good to hear these little things. And I'm considering visiting the rooms at some point. I don't know if they're meeting online or it means I've been once, but it was years ago now, so I didn't really. There are a few face to face, not many. There are a few, and I'm not going to any because I'm respecting COVID. But there is a brilliant website that I tweeted, virtual-na.org. If you just Google virtual NA, it gives you a list of like a dozen meetings every hour on the hour around the world, and it's brilliant. I'm giving a talk in a meeting in sort of Texas next week or soon. I've been asked to give a talk in a meeting. It sort of covers 5 states actually, but it's amazing. Oh wow, Iain on tour sounds good.
Yeah, it's an American tour, US tour, baby.
Good stuff. Anyway, I better leave you to it because I'm feeling a bit. I don't use the word sassy, but I'm feeling a bit like that, and I don't want to cause any offence.
Feeling a bit strident.
Goodbye.
Good night, James. We'll speak to you tomorrow.
There's the obsession is when you can't stop thinking about it, and the compulsion is when you have to go out and buy it and do it.
Yeah.
Those are the things. If you can quell the obsession, then the compulsion generally doesn't happen. And if you can get to a point where you don't have the obsession at all, beautiful, baby, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. But I haven't got an obsession. I haven't had an obsession all day. I don't know when the last time I had an obsession. Maybe Thursday or Friday, I don't know. I don't know, mate. 203. There's been a strange existential debate.
Yeah, we've been all over the shop, haven't we?
On Twitch. Does that... And now I found out how to turn the sound alerts on and off. Show us your Xbox. No. It's like, I was... Box opening videos are like huge.
Oh, I know. My kids will sit and watch other people.
But that will only have been huge if we'd have done it like yesterday or a week ago.
When people hadn't got them.
Yeah, everyone's got it now, so there's no point in me doing a box opening. But I will at some... I've got to hide it. So I've got an Oculus Quest and I've got that for my boys. At some point... This doesn't sound right. At some point I need to hide them and I need to set them up so they're ready to go. Christmas Day comes. Oh, Dad, oh yeah, Fortnite. Woo.
Brilliant.
Find the time and subscribe. Thanking you very much indeed. I'm tired, man. I need to open...
Interesting that this week we've only got 2 new unban requests so far. Tuesday. Maybe people are learning.
Maybe people are learning. We do that on Thursday.
A Friday.
Oh, we do it on... Is it Friday we do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, Thursday.
Friday.
That's changing rooms on Friday.
No, it's Friday as well.
Is it? What do we do on Thursday?
We do the quiz.
Oh, yeah. It's Friday we do.
All rise. For Judge Boyle's Judgment Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is now in session.
There we go.
So if you behave like an animal in the chat in the between times and not an animal we like, then you'll get banned. But you can go through the right procedure and maybe you'll get unbanned on Friday.
Why is my hair doing a centre parting? I'm not averse to it.
Oh.
Let's see how it falls.
So when you use your hairdryer, are you using a product as well, or are you just...
I use the hairdryer, then I put product in. Otherwise, it's all... If I didn't use product, it would be like up here. It would be all boofy. So I hairdry it. Not completely dry, but I hairdry it. So it should fall into the parting here.
Could you take that Aston off there, please? Because currently I'm at rest.
Okay. All right. Well, should I put Kathy's resting her fanny?
I don't want to bring my fanny into it right now. Yeah.
Fine. Okay. All right.
Yeah, fanny's my business.
Okay, that's fine. So there's a side parting here. Is that the right side? But it seems to, just this time.
I like it. It's floppy. It's kind of Hugh Grant.
I think it was David Cassidy who said, I think I love you. How's Big Boy? Big Boy's great. I bet Big Boy's...
He is really, really getting quite brave.
He sat on my sofa. He sat on my chair on my sofa. Big Boy's is a stray cat I took in, and he's on top of the freaking world, man. He's so close to letting me stroke him. I nearly let him out the other day. He's going to go out soon, right? But I said to him, I want 2 weeks of cuddles, then I'm going to let you out.
And did he respond to your request at all?
He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
He's thinking,
He's got one of those faces.
I'm going to call you back.
He's got one of those impassive expressions.
Yeah, been thinking about it. Dave makes a good point. Yes, tomorrow we got Nothing Is Real, Beatles pod coming on. It's the best Beatles pod by a long, long way. So they're coming on tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And then on Friday, we've got Wee Claire's coming on.
Is anyone next week? Because I've got someone in mind.
Don't think so. Got anyone next week?
All right,
Don't
I'll have a word with
Caitlin
Bailey.
Have a word.
Hello.
Have a word, Alistair.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Where are you?
I'm at home.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Oh, God.
Talk to me, man. Do you want to do this on here or do you want to do it privately?
No, it's okay here. Yeah, just, I'd counselling started today.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Kind of with it. It kind of went all right. And then just a series of bad, not, you know, when it's not terrible things that have happened, but like really irritating little things.
Yeah.
So it's got me feeling a bit sorry for myself, which is very selfish.
I'm going to be honest, when you answered the phone call, have you just woken up or something?
No.
You
no.
sounded a bit slurry. My first thought was, oh, Jesus, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You sounded a little bit slurry. All right, well, you've not had a drink. That's great. How long have you been sober now? I can't remember.
It's coming up to 18 months.
Is it amazing? Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. You
yeah,
didn't have a drink today.
And that was great.
A tough day.
It was great yesterday, but and I'm just wondering whether or not, I mean, maybe you've got some insight into this, Ian, that because I had the counselling, I mean, obviously I talked about some stuff which I've not spoken about for a while to anybody. Maybe that's kind of had a sort of subconscious, well, maybe subconscious, maybe conscious effect on.
Do you think? I don't think it's subconscious. I think it's conscious. You're digging around in amongst some shit that you haven't touched for, I would imagine, possibly for even decades.
Yeah, well, it's kind of. I mean, when I get down with the depression, it's always stuff that I kind of blame as part of my past for. I mean, you were talking about this earlier about feeling like a failure. That, you know, I've not had a family. I've not worked for 10 years. So there's a lot of stuff there which I'm very regretful for, and you know, I'm crap, aren't I? Really, basically.
No, but there's no point in me saying you're not crap because you won't hear it right now. There's no point in me reminding you of Ewan, who you inspired to get clean and sober. There's no point in me reminding you of actually countless other people that you have inspired to get clean and sober, or people that you have inspired to have a look at their own lives, even if they weren't alcoholics, because of the work that you put in and the change that you've done. There's no point in me reminding you of all these wonderful things you've done. There's no point in me telling you that when I was, face down on this table doing lines of coke, I was thinking, shit, what is Alistair going to think of me? Imagine, that's what I was thinking at points. Coming up for air, thinking, what is Alistair going to think of me? There's no point in me telling you any of that stuff because you won't hear it tonight. But all of that stuff is true.
Mm. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's just that I've got nothing to show for it, have I? You know.
I'm not high right now.
Yeah. Well,
that's something to show for it. Ewan, as far as I'm aware, is sober right now. That's something to show for it. You haven't got money or kids or a Ferrari or whatever it is you want to show for it. And I know why these things, seem important. But what you have got now is you could have been in fucking prison, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're so lucky you didn't go to prison. Yeah. And if you'd have carried on drinking, you would be in prison.
Absolutely.
You've got freedom. You have
That's
freedom
true.
from addiction and freedom from prison.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right as far as that's concerned. And I have made, a lot of progress. And I suppose, it's like I rang you guys up just to kind of, ventilate really, because I've had this counselling start, and that was kind of okay, I thought, at the time. I came out and thought, well, that was, not too bad. But then, as the day goes on, you sort of, little things irritate me. And
yeah, it's because you're raw, Alistair. Like you're raw after that. And so things that you would normally shrug off, your defence is just that little bit thinner. And that's natural. Yeah. That's nothing to do with you being a failure in any way. You are absolutely not.
I would suggest... Have you had counselling before?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Okay.
Not recently.
Okay. It takes a bit of getting used to. I would suggest bringing that to your next... or taking that to your next session.
Yeah.
And I imagine the counsellor may ask you how you felt after the last session. And even if you feel better then, try and remember how shit you feel now. And take that to the session and say to him or her, I struggle, man. I came out feeling however you felt, great, whatever. And then I sank. and share that, because they may be able to slightly structure the sessions in a slightly different way. It's important for them to know that. But what you are feeling is normal, and I'm going to say it, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
Yes, that's true, and you're right. And I know, because I've actually, like I say, up until yesterday, I had virtually a week of feeling really, really quite positive and great. And I know that I'm up and down, so the viewers and listeners will have to forgive me for my down mood tonight. But
you're getting a lot of love in the chat.
Yeah, I don't think you need to ask for permission.
You're getting a lot of love in the chat. But also, this too shall pass. It's so great. It's so powerful when you're feeling rough. But I have to remember it when I'm feeling really good as well, because this too shall pass. You know, when I'm feeling great, that isn't good. Every feelings are transient, and the good ones don't last forever. The crap ones don't last forever. You know, and it's getting the balance right. And counselling for a little while, it might offset that balance or upset that balance, and you might get a bit more of the crap ones as you kind of scratch away at the surface and see what's under there. But it's important work that can only, if you stick with it, can only be beneficial.
Yeah, I think so. There's I mean, say only, there's 12 sessions, and I think the first few kind of know that this might be a thing, but like you say, I'll raise it with the lady who's doing it next time, and just talk through that and just see. I mean, she was really nice, and she was quite good, I thought. And, you know, it was just kind of first session. It's kind of more getting to know each other a bit, really.
It's like antibiotics, though. You've got to see it through to the end.
Although I do have to say, Catherine, that I turned up at the door and she was wearing very striking leather trousers.
Excellent. She must have got the memo, Alistair.
You know what? You're allowed to mention that as well, and how that makes you feel. A good counsellor, as long as you're not kind of leching, but you're allowed to say, you know, just the way you phrase it how you want to phrase it. But you know, I'm not used to being in this close proximity to a woman. There was just, I felt a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're allowed. You're there to share your feelings, right? And the thing I am learning. I held back from saying stuff to counsellors because I didn't think it was appropriate. Actually, you can say anything to them. I mean, the only thing you can't say is, I'm going to fucking kill you. You know, you can't be violent or aggressive or threatening or overtly sexual. They've got to feel safe. But you're allowed to say how you felt. When I saw you wearing those leather trousers, it reminded me of something, or it took me somewhere, or I felt a bit confused. You can say that stuff. It's really tough to say, and you may not want to say it or be able to, but
it is relevant.
You're allowed to say that stuff.
Yeah. It just felt a bit weird, and you know, I was trying to, you know, I mean, I just had to work a little bit harder to focus on what I was there for, not anything else.
You're allowed to say that. What you're saying to us, you're allowed to say, because you're saying it in a really kind way, because you're talking about you. You're not making it about her. You're talking about you. I had to work a little bit harder to stay focused. Well, okay. Well, why does, you know, a woman in leather trap? Why is that happening? What is the connection there? Why are you, you know, why is there some instinct to want to sexualize something? I'm making stuff up here, Alistair. I'm not saying this is what's happening. As opposed to look at your feelings and your issues. What's going on there? It's all part of it. Yeah. I'm learning from the other side.
And I think you said that that you're having to do a counselling session now online. Is that right?
Yeah, doing it once a week. Yeah, I've got a really, really great new counsellor. I've had kind of 2 sessions with her, and it's brilliant. Actually, I'm really enjoying it.
Excellent. Okay. Well, look, it's been really great. Thank you for saying that. That's been helpful.
You're a good man, Alistair.
As ever. And of course, as soon as the counselling session left, I went and got a coffee, didn't I? And then I sat down on the bench in Scunthorpe
Yeah.
And I got caught short, Ian.
Uh-oh.
Nearly.
Okay. Well,
and
as
I
we know, I famously shit a hammock.
Did you?
I shit in a hammock.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was in the jungle, but no,
I shit in a hammock.
it was off camera.
I shit in a hammock in my back garden.
Oh God, yeah, I remember.
I had to beg the manager of the Costa to allow me to use the loo because he was just doing takeaways. I did get a coffee from him, but of course, the loo was closed. So I said, "Look, I'm really desperate."
When they say no,
man.
you just start unbuckling that belt and undoing that top button. They will find those keys very, very quickly, Alistair. Very quickly, I promise.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the first thing that was very, very uncomfortable and potentially embarrassing. But
it will be. I mean, it's one of the joys of doing this course is I can see connections everywhere. And sometimes there's not a connection. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. But you could, if you can share that with her, and it could start the conversation. Well, why? What is that? Is that you infantilizing yourself? Is that you've spent an hour taking care of yourself with that, and then you didn't take care of yourself in that situation? What is that? Is that punishment? There's all different kind of things that could be.
Dumping horrible stuff, I suppose.
Yeah, it could be. It could be that. It could be as obvious as that. You've kind of had a shit in her room, or you're starting to have a shit in her room with all of the stuff that's happened, and it could be all of that, or maybe you just had an upset. Who knows? But all of this stuff is relevant, and you can say anything in those rooms, and you've only got 11 more sessions. So my suggestion is, when I start a new therapist, quite often in the middle of the first session, they'll go, let's just slow down a little bit. Because I go in and I just throw everything out there. Because I've done that where I've been coy with therapists. Yeah. And a year later, I'll go, oh yeah, and I was touched when I was I wasn't touched. I was made to strip off for men when I was an 8-year-old boy. Oh, right, okay, right, and that's a year later. So I go into a session now and I'm going there because I want something. Right, it's slightly different now because I'm doing it because it's a course requirement, but it's because I want something. So I just have learned from the rooms and from sessions not to hold anything back. Just here it is, man. Here it is. Here's everything on the table. What have we got? And do you think I might have left something in my back pocket?
Yeah.
You got it, man. You're a good man.
Yes, and it's been really good to talk. You've helped me out tonight, both of you. So as always, thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. Ta-ta. Well done to Claire, who's 100 days. 100 days sober!
That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant.
It's good, isn't it?
It's interesting what you say. Yeah, I can imagine that. Embarrassment stops a lot of people from saying what's really going on in their heads, and also what they may see as being incidental or their problem, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's like going into the doctors and not showing them what's really bothering you.
I haven't got the time or the money to waste with therapists. This is everything. This is everything, and stuff that I think is relevant quite often isn't, and things that I kind of just rush by. The therapist will go,
yeah. Let them decide.
Yeah.
Let them
it's
decide.
all about getting new perspectives and looking at. I don't know if I'm going to be a counsellor. I don't know, but I'm certainly enjoying. Oh Jesus, I'm so tired. I'm certainly enjoying.
Well, that process is part of it.
Certainly enjoying it. Here we go. Daddy Dino's buying the CD. This is great, man. I want a percentage on this goddamn Japanese CD. I would like a percentage on that, please. Thank you very much. Oh, Naked Attraction's on. Is it a new series? You could do it. It's socially distanced, isn't it? Is it a new series of Naked Attraction? Naked Attraction really is. TV sucks, man, doesn't it? TV sucks. It really is. It really is lousy. Thank you, Nagisa Hazuki-chan. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed for your kind words. Very, very kind words. Ashes Chaos. I wish that longer term therapy was available to everyone once a year. People. It's lucky that there's any therapy going, but 12 weeks isn't enough. And the reason why there isn't more is because there is very little statistical evidence. You know, there's not the statistical studies that if you do 6 months of therapy as opposed to 3 months, that you'll feel better. There's not many statistical studies that back it. There's not enough to warrant, you know, pumping money into it.
There is progress. I remember when you only used to hear about therapy and things about, you know, neurotic New Yorkers.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't do mine. I can do Woody Allen. I mean, what?
Precisely that. Hey, I saw this. Did you see the bloke martial artist hits 34 table tennis balls with his nunchucks in 1 minute?
Okay, let's find it. Can you send me the? Can you send the link to one of the emails that we have?
Oh, yes, I can.
Because there's the famous Bruce Lee footage of him with nunchucks. Have you seen that?
What, do people copy that one?
Nunchucks ping pong, right? So this is Bruce Lee, right? I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh no, not ping pong.
Right, have a look at this one.
Let's just send you that email. Is he wearing the yellow suit?
Well, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fake.
Oh no!
Yeah, unfortunately.
Is that why he's wearing the yellow suit? It's superimposed.
It's done so well with all this shaky cam bollocks, and it's like old black and white, you know, sort of 70. It's done so well, but unfortunately it's fake.
All right, well this is real.
It is absolutely brilliant. So where have you sent that one?
To your personal email.
Thank you. Well, in that case, we close. That, and we go there, and we go there, and we go here. Martial artist. Go on, you read this. You read it from there. And we'll,
okay. November the 6th. A Chinese martial artist broke a Guinness World Record when he used his nunchucks to volley 34 table tennis balls in 1 minute. Zai Desheng, who previously used his nunchucks, also known as nunchaku, to break records for lighting matches, extinguishing candles and unscrewing bottle caps, broke his own table tennis world record in Jinan, Shandong. He previously set the record at 32 and was able to advance the record during his most recent attempt to 34. Zi, who teaches nunchuck classes in Shanghai, has won numerous awards at martial arts events across the globe.
Quite a few.
I mean, has he got to send them back or has he just got to hit them?
He's just got to hit them. He's not winning the game. He lost the game of, who called it whiff whack? Is that the Chinese or the French? I could do that.
Oh, come on. Spit them out.
Most matches lit with a nunchuck within 1 minute.
I'm not impressed.
He hit 32 in 1 minute. He's a bit shit.
He's not. Take a bottle top.
Yeah, but he's not taking the top off. He's smashing. I could beat this dude.
Okay, well, this is an idea for next Wednesday, is all I'm saying.
All right, well, I've got nunchucks. I wonder where the boys' nunchucks are. Are they here? I'll have to find the nunchucks. This is a big marker pen. This is what we've got here. It's a very big marker pen. It's the largest marker pen.
Yeah, my kids will still leave the lid off and ruin it. bet that
He's
stinks.
got to draw a spunky cock.
Surely the crying cactus is the first thing you draw.
On.
Nunchuck tricks.
Let's see what nunchuck tricks we can find. I do like nunchuckers. I used to practice in my bedroom and smack me around the head. Look at this guy. Look at this tough guy. Look at this tough guy.
Why is he standing like that and he's just talking?
You have what it
Stand like a Tory politician at a conference.
No downloads, no updates, no waiting ever again. You click, you play. Right
Unlucky,
this
mate.
instant.
I mean, good luck. I don't think so.
Need a professional website? I created one for our startup using Wix. Let me show you how I did it.
No thanks.
First,
Not
go to
bothered.
Wix.com.
Skip ad.
Hey guys, it's Jake Mace. Here are some of the nunchaku I'm practicing with today. Of course, nunchaku or nunchucks, Japanese term. I train Chinese martial arts. So usually we call it a arjiguen, a two-sectional stick. And everyone knows these weapons from Bruce Lee, of course, but also
His online
from
school is $5.
Michelangelo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Train up.
And I have a few different varieties. I have about 50 pairs.
All right, you can buy chucks in shops.
I want you guys to always hold the nunchaku
I'll hold it how I choose to
halfway
hold
or
it.
higher. So these two red little
I'll hold
collars
it how
here
I
on this
choose to
nunchaku,
hold it.
You can see that they are nice to get in a good solid stance like this. You want to copy me right now, and I want you to start.
There we go.
And knee. And get about 50 to 100 of these movements, back and forth, different levels. After that, I try to get comfortable with my chucks. And so I'll do a up and down vertical strike. We call it number 2 move or number 2 technique. But I want it to bounce off of my tricep. The tricep.
Doesn't that bruise? I'd be bruised like a peach.
You have to transition from left to right side.
Rubble.
But I don't want you guys to ever take your hands off the weapon.
Myself in the back of the head
Keep your weapon.
so many times.
Catch it in the exact on the hand, a lot of force on the under part of the arm and the ribs. And this is going to be the technique with the nunchaku that's considered a hard technique. It's shooting out, hitting somebody, and coming back in. So since it's a hard technique, we want to aim this one to soft parts of the body, like the midsection, the neck,
Is he gonna
the
smack
groin,
the crap out of that hay in a minute?
That is
oh, that is good though, man.
The effect of this shoot. Okay, I need you guys to work on these.
Get stuffed. I'll work on what I choose to work on.
Work on that.
I work on whatever I choose.
What's he in training for? I want to know.
Being a knob. I mean, this is the master.
The little things we do.
What was that one that's called? Nunchucks are more practical than you think.
Okay.
Keep holding your door open. Keeping your place in your book.
Managing social media campaigns with Monday.com is easy. How easy? This easy.
I don't think they're that dangerous.
I don't think they're that dangerous, but
once you get used to them, at least. I mean, it's no different.
Careful, mate.
Nunchucks in a street fight? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
Dickhead in a dojo! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Our friend Hayden wants to know. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. No, right? Totally
You don't.
no.
Look at these fucking.
I
He looks
kinda-
like
I don't think it's
that lad
terrible.
who used to work at Talk.
Yeah.
One of the issues.
That's exactly what a nunchuck is.
Look, his head.
It's a flail. But
He's a
this thing right
Superman.
here is actually something I brought back from.
Where?
They're cool. They look cool. They make.
That
all
looked like
kinds of
something you
nunchucks,
brought back from Amsterdam.
Those aren't nunchucks. Those are for the bedroom.
Those.
That's the double ender.
I've got these because they look the most like Michelangelo's. And since Michelangelo, the nunchuck has sort of fallen out of favor because there's people kind of. It's not realistic. Yeah. Because this is not a realistic weapon. You couldn't really use it. You're going to hurt yourself. Blah blah blah.
I mean, we're watching in the hope you might hurt yourself. I'm going to be honest.
When am I hitting myself with it?
I think what happens is people hit the bag and they see it pop back.
Yeah.
When they hit the bag.
Because they stop themselves short.
Yeah.
And then squirrely stuff happens.
They try to treat it like a stick.
They treat it like an untrained person with it. Because with the stick, you're supposed to. They do like that.
They do this.
With the sword and with the stick, you're supposed
You've
to.
got to follow through.
Follow through. You know what I mean?
I follow every fight I've ever had. I followed through.
Yeah. Gosh, I feel like I'm growing
It's
a pair
like
of
a
great big
killing a
swinging
bee
balls.
with a bazooka.
It really is, Cantona. Thank you. It's exactly what it's like, man.
Gosh.
Exactly what it's like. Oh, man. I'm tired. I'm feeling Considering we had, I really want to push my head, but you would have just seen me rub my nose, so I'm going to do it with that hand because otherwise it's wiping bogies in my head.
Whatever works.
It's considering how that we had low energy before the show.
Yeah.
It's not been bad. I think we've done very, very well to have anything, because there's part of me was thinking, I don't think I can do this tonight. But some nice existentialism. We were going to play Pass the Chat On. The calls seem to have dried up, and I don't know if it would work now, so I wonder if we do it at the top of
tomorrow
night's show. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. And if you've seen, you can call us about absolutely anything you want to call us about. It's been a little bit heavy tonight. It's been a little bit heavy tonight, and that's the way it goes. But if you want to phone up and just say the word dick to us,
you will be the
that's
first.
it. You can call in about anything. We don't accept withheld numbers. Just because there's a dickhead that's been calling me for years from a withheld number and he's doing it. So we don't accept withheld numbers. So don't withhold your numbers. I'm not going to call you back or anything, you know. But don't withhold your number. If you want to call on Skype, you can. You don't have to show your video if you don't want to. And people are shy. What happened? Is there a discount code for JPU Records? Oh, yeah, baby.
And that's not cheeky at all.
Let's
it's always
talk about it. TLNA, baby. Let's do these. TLNA is the discount code. You're going to get 10% off of this wonderful Christmas album that we have got. Sorry, I've just seen an email.
It's 10% off everything, actually.
Is it 10% off everything?
That's what JPU Records say in the chat. I have no reason to doubt.
Tom, you're nuts. Tom, you're nuts. But me likey your style. I didn't know that. Wow. Well, I tell you what we'll do. This week, where are we now? Tuesday. This week, on Friday, we'll have a little look at JPU Records, because it ain't all cute Christmas stuff.
No.
It ain't all cute Christmassy stuff. I tell you that now. But they got some really interesting stuff on there. So, in that case, on Friday we'll have a little look at the other bits and pieces that they've got. But right now, this is what we're here to sell. And boy, oh boy, you lot are loving this. Happy Kids Christmas, Japanese Christmas songs. This album is a perfect present or soundtrack to the holiday period for anyone interested in Japanese language, culture, or alternative Christmas songs. Anyone who just likes a bit of good music. The physical edition includes lyrics printed in the booklet in easy-to-read hiragana, and romaji, which is basically it's Japanese words written phonetically in English. So anyone can sing along and spread the Christmas cheer regardless of their Japanese language level. It's good stuff. It's a joy. It's an absolute joy. Here's the link. Go and have a look. Go and buy it. You can stream it and all of that, but you know record companies don't make it. Small record companies in particular don't make any money from streaming. But if you've not got any money, times are tight. Times are tight. That I get it. That's the way it goes. So maybe if you can't buy it, then go and listen to it on Spotify or wherever. But if you can buy it, do. Other lyrics, download and stream. The physical edition is the one that so you don't get. So yeah, go and buy the CD, Ninja with a mullet. Go and buy the CD. The cover looks like Angry Birds. It does a bit. It's a joy. It's an absolute joy. So thank you, JPU Records. Tom, who's in the chat and is a fan of the show, and I've done some bits and pieces with over the years, and he got me tickets to take my kids to some wonderful kind of Japanese expo and stuff like that. And so thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. And go and buy the CD. Go and buy a divorce. Go and buy a divorce.
If you're buying one of those, have a word with the Gregorian Emerson family.
Here's what you need to do is buy that CD and then just keep it on a loop. And then within a few weeks, you'll be able to get in touch with Richard Gregorian for the divorce. GElaw.co.uk. It's not an easy sell. You know, with the record, it's going to be an impulse buy. 11:30. I'll log onto the website. It's a tenner. I'll buy that. Sure. Not going to do the same with divorce solicitors. So, you know, I'm hoping you don't need gelaw.co.uk. But if you're getting divorced, you might as well give them a call and and see what they suggest and see how much they cost. And they're nice people. That's the thing. They're nice people. Poseidon Safety Management.
Nice people and nice dogs.
Oh, the best. Let me get some fact. I feel like we've not given any fact. You talk about Poseidon while I get some facts.
So what we know about Poseidon Safety Management, they're the largest provider of guard dogs in the Devon and Cornwall area. Yeah. They cover communities in which they live, so they've got a vested interest in keeping people safe and keeping property and the community feeling secure. They've also got this thing called radar vision, which is like CCTV, but unlike CCTV, it doesn't need to be wired in. It runs on its own battery, so you can put it in a really remote area that doesn't have a power supply. And that works brilliantly. They also do manned guarding, guard dogs and patrols. They have a real kind of feeling for community welfare. For example, part of their job will be to move homeless people on from buildings that are empty. Can't stay there, it's not safe. And, the people that own the buildings don't want people staying there. The difference with Poseidon is that because they're local people, they're familiar faces. They know the people.
Oh, they're very familiar. It's Roger Moore and Pierce Brosnan.
They know the people who are sleeping rough, and actually the way that they deal with them is in a humane way. They give them a little sort of survival pack, really, is what it is. Make sure they've got enough to keep them going for however long it's going to take for them to get to the shelter or whatever it is that they're going to do.
You did all the facts that I just found, so I'll do those facts for next time. abbeycare.co.uk, addiction specialists, recovery clinics. A lot of people during lockdown, mental health is low, and suicides are up, and addiction problems and relapses are they're on the up. If you're struggling, if someone you know is struggling, again, it's not a really sexy sell. It's a recovery centre, but this is a really, really good one. This is in Glasgow and Gloucester. It's excellent teams of doctors and counsellors and therapists, and we don't always go to midnight. I was thinking tonight maybe we could stop a bit early. You send the chat. But yeah, we tend to do we're going off on a tangent. That's my fault. Sorry. Basically, it's go and have a look at their website, abbeycare.co.uk, and we'll have another little look at their website tomorrow. If you mention this show, you get a 25% discount on your treatment. It's residential treatment, and I balked at doing a residential treatment, and there's no point in me saying I wish I had have done, but I kind of wish I had have done years and years ago. I think it would have been, it would have made things a lot easier than I let them be made. But abbeycare.co.uk, and we thank them for the support. Someone says do call straight to air for the last half hour. That's all we do. Phone up. Someone's asked if I call in, would the chat be able to hear me, or will it be private? It's not private. It's the chat will hear you. Square Eye says, please consider going to midnight and enough of these hijack whatsits. We generally do.
You mean the raid? You don't like the raids?
We generally do go to midnight, and we kind of do the raid at maybe 4, 3, 2 minutes 2. We might finish a little bit earlier tonight because I'm so tired. But look, it's 25-2 already.
Yeah.
So we kind of we kind of. Someone's saying, yeah, just call straight to air. All right, call us.
Phone. All the details have been under there the whole time. Phone is when you want.
That is my dishwasher floss, yes. Clean plates.
Clean plates are very important.
Cutlery.
You got a nice big load in there as well today.
I did dump a big load. Let's wait for the calls to come in. Call straight to air. So I'm assuming, who was it that asked for calls straight to air?
Isn't it Del Stokes?
Del Stokes. Del.
The floor is yours.
Oh, Del was trying to be funny. Del. Derek.
Oh, I see.
Derek. Goodness sakes. I tell you what I want to. Oh, I tell you what I wanted to. I don't think it's on YouTube. I think we looked for this before. Make Slough Happy. Did we look for this before? I wonder if Pete has got got this in his collection. That's a joke, by the way. So Make Slough Happy is this program. Oh, what's this?
Come to Slough.
If you want to be featured in Road Wars, Traffic Cops, or the next ambulance chasing Rubberneck Fest TV show, why not move to Slough?
Okay, right. So I want to watch Make Slough Happy. Was this great show where they came to make Slough happy, but I didn't know Slough was a particularly miserable place. I guess it was on the back of The Office.
Right, so yeah.
Because that's set in Slough. Oh, what's this? Here we go.
Do you ever wonder what makes you happy? Our feelings fluctuate from hour to hour and from day to day. And now, psychologists can pinpoint at what time of day we are happiest and in whose company.
Those are the results. I don't want to go. Making Slough Happy tunes introduction.
But no matter where you work, enjoying your job is crucial to your overall happiness.
My mum used to work there. I did. Right, so this is Celtec.
What was Celtec?
It's a drugs company.
Oh.
And I did summer jobs there. She was PA. Anyway, I did summer job there. And the first day of my summer job, I had to work in laboratories. I think there might have been vivisection going on in the building somewhere. I never saw it. I got bullied in there horribly by this. I think he was Nigeria. This Nigerian cleaner who would just come in and just go like that. I was like 20. I was terrified. Anyway, so the first day there, I had to get in there about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I had to clean all of the jars and all of the things that they would. I think they were finding a cure for AIDS, right? And so I was cleaning all the stuff, and you had to. Here's the thing, right? You have to put them all of these. You have to get them ready for the autoclave and all of this stuff. And I did it for months. And it was the first day there. You had to go in and you strip off and you put on like blue overalls. And then you'd have the hair thing and the things in your feet and everything was clean.
Yeah.
First day there, there's a tap that comes down and it sticks out. And I had to put a rubber hose on and I had to clean everything in there before putting it in the machine, right? And the rubber hose came off and it's boiling water.
Oy.
It's not hot, it's boiling. And it hits me. Boom, hits me there, right? Hits me there. Just misses this, but it hits me there and it's boiling. I've got my pants on and I've got this like cotton blue thing. And the pants and the cotton blue thing stuck to my skin.
Oof.
It's my first day, 6 o'clock, there's no one in the building. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? And I managed to get it off and it just ripped off skin. And I'm in agony. So I managed to get out. I got out of the building and I got dressed and I'm in agony and I went out and I phoned my mum up and I told her what had happened and she phoned up someone and I got treated by first aid and stuff.
God.
And then they said, and I was thinking, I'm going to get the day off, and they sent me back in. But
see, these days they'd be absolutely frantic thinking that you're going to sue them.
But then I was Then I got told right towards the end, so I was there for the whole summer, like the last week of the summer, they said, but Ian, by the way, is there anything wrong with your machine? It's like, no. I said, just we get the highest number of returns of stuff that it goes in to be tested and it's not clean enough from you, and we just wonder if there's a problem with the machine. We're going to get someone in to fix the machine. I said, yeah, maybe actually, it might be an idea. Here's the thing, I was supposed to do everything twice and I couldn't be bothered, so I did it all once.
Okay.
That's why the whole AIDS thing was set back years, man.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Years, but that's Celtec.
Oh.
Boot Celtec. Mum's office was just in
Meanwhile,
there. Yes?
No, I better not say.
Okie dokie.
No, I better not say, actually.
For workplace specialists Jessica Price-Jones and Philippa Chapman,
if anyone can find the whole of Make Slough Happy, I think it was like 4 episodes, please let me know. I can't believe there's only clips.
making people happy in the office is a full-time occupation.
Hey, that looks like a familiar building. God, I hope we don't end up with any workplace like that. That would be a challenge.
Their belief that even the most successful company can benefit from being happier has generated interest from one local business in particular.
So really, this is...
Tunes Engineering.
Tunes Engineering.
They're going to have a team building exercise, aren't they? Because people love
We're
those.
on our way to Tunes, which is one of the oldest businesses.
Oh, look, Ninja with mullet. He's just bought a load of records from JPU, a load of CDs. Kamuri, Lady Baby. Well done. Excellent. Thank you.
It's a family-owned business on the Slough Trading Estate. One of our volunteers works there.
And we don't know where we're going, and we don't quite know what to expect. We don't know how they're going to react to us, to this whole sort of happiness issue. I mean, a lot of people are cynical about it.
I have to say I don't do happiness.
Tunes Engineering was famous. I can't quite remember where it was, but I remember the sign.
I'm not sure if I've ever been happy or not, really. I'm not sure if whether I'd recognise it if I saw it.
Happiness is as important for employers as it is for employees. If you've got a happy boss, then you're going to have a happy workforce.
So put out, women. Put out.
What?
If you've got a happy boss, make the boss happy. Come on, girls.
Flipping heck.
Is that not, have I misunderstood the entire message?
Yeah, I don't think that's what they're encouraging. It's not like...
Okay.
And a happy workforce means a more productive workforce.
Do you know what used to make me happy? When we didn't have to do team building. When I could just do my job, like finish up and go home.
So everyone benefits.
I think running a business today is really a roller coaster effort, and I'm not sure whether there's any time for happiness.
What does that lady think?
Tunes Engineering has been selling machine parts on Slough Trading Estate for the last 65 years.
Must be tired.
Ever since Mr. Tunes founded the company with Mr. Harbord, who in turn handed the reins over to his young son, Chris.
They were, but now they make their living. They do all the submarine valves and that sort of thing.
He's been in charge of the company for the last 25 years, more recently alongside his wife Heather.
We are really regarded as an institution, and an institution is a very hard thing to run, and people always expect more from an institution.
And this is Jess. Hello. That's Chris.
On the off chance that the science of happiness may have something to offer his business,
I've seen this offering. There ain't no science. There ain't no science.
Chris has cautiously agreed to give Jess and Philippa a chance to put their case.
His face.
Oh, I wish the whole thing was up. There's only one more. It's Making Slough Happy. The results. I mean, if anyone can anyone? How would I find this? I'm not going to write to the BBC because they'll.
So I must be honest, right at the start I was very sceptical. Then somebody come along and me says, oh, you know, this happiness is a science and it's been in America for years, and that was enough. Oh yeah, I've heard all this before, you know, and you're going to get all these experts that are full of bright ideas and, you know, not 2 grains of common sense between them, and I'm totally wrong. I'll admit it, I was totally wrong and I was totally surprised.
I think it would change the way I look at my job, in the way I treat people, the way I put myself forward in a helpful way, your positivity, and it's pretty simple to do actually, very simple to do, and it actually makes your work easier.
It just seemed to me that the whole idea of happiness was a bit silly, really. You either are happy or you're not happy. And as we got into the project, I realised that it's actually a very serious subject. And seeing the effect that...
This is not how I remember the series going. How I remember it going was, I remember there was a thing about pot plants, putting pot plants
You should
everywhere.
have some or you shouldn't.
You should have them. And then there was a thing about getting people to kind of like sing in... like there's a little sort of square in Slough near where that picture we saw. There's a little square by the cinema, and getting people to sing there, but then not many people turned up, and it was a bit shitty.
This has had on members of staff, it has convinced me that it's been an entirely successful operation.
Thank you.
The anecdotal evidence certainly sounds promising.
An air hostess, or even a pilot. Excuse me. Look at his missus. That's a.
Is that her? Is that his wife?
I think so, because it's the same colour blonde hair.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is a great jacket. I like the look. I'm just surprised by it.
Thank you.
The anecdotal evidence certainly sounds promising, but what actual difference have Jess and Philippa made at Tunes?
It's just an outfit, isn't it?
At the next expert get-together, they prepare to announce their results.
It sort of looks like a sex shop until you really study what's going on.
I mean,
with these masks.
It's pretty niche if that's what it is.
Nipple clamps and things.
No.
The national average for happiness at work is 6.5 out of 10.
Has anyone ever asked you? No.
Anything.
According to the figures, the staff at Tunes began with a slightly depressed 5.6 and rose steadily to finish with a cheery 7.4. But the big headline is not the staff, but the boss.
Christopher the boss.
Who was saying, I am the eternal pessimist.
They would really rub me up the wrong way.
Was the most interesting character because he started off with a score of 3 for happiness at work when we started, and when we end.
This is everything.
This is very BBC.
Yeah, everything I used to really get very frustrated with the BBC. It was like, okay, well, we can demonstrate it with the pie chart here, and that's that sorted. And you go, okay.
Well, I'm told that. Okay, well, thank you, Psycho Boy Saf. There is a book, How to Be Happy. There's the book, but Making Slough Happy is made by award-winning independent production company Optomen. Right, where's my pen? Optomen. We're going to send them a cheeky email. With primetime programming on BBC Two transmitting in November 2005.
Gosh, was that? I thought that was the 90s.
One of the boldest social experiments ever undertaken. The unique television event brings happiness experts from all fields and gives them just 4 months to make the town of Slough happy. A fact, although genes and upbringing...
Blah, blah, blah. People say anything to get you out of their office. So they can carry on with their work.
What's okay, it's getting a lot of good reviews, but where do we get...
It's because they feel happy.
If any... Well...
But surely if it worked, then there'd only ever be one of those books.
It was 8.75.
That's amazing. Which is incredible. Wow. That's really quite incredible.
That's amazing. Now, nothing had fundamentally...
People are finding clips. Hang on, Mark, what's this you found? Oh, Vimeo. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
5-minute clip.
We're on BBC Two, venting their frustration on the world of the grumpy old women in an hour. First, though, time to lighten up. We're making Slough happy.
I liked his
This
his
is
little
the
intro
Berkshire
there. You have to
town
lighten
of
up.
Slough.
We're making Slough.
Keep looking for the full episodes, guys.
Oh, God, no. Shoot me.
There you go.
No.
And these are some of the locals.
I get the feeling these people would have been up for it before anyway.
Last summer, Slough was the location for a uniquely ambitious experiment.
It's
With
freaking
just
awful,
3
isn't it?
weeks before the grand finale in the town square, community expert Andrew Mawson has been busy handing out cameras to the volunteers.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
They need
God,
to
we
take
used to have one of those
thousands
at
of
the BBC.
pictures around Slough for the big photo mosaic.
There we go. You're now
Oh, I
going to
saw
be
it
part of the
picking up there when I was
picture. Take a
15.
picture
Did you?
as well.
Yep.
Despite never
By
having
her.
picked up a camera before, 78-year-old retired nurse Heather White has
All dead
become
now, you're right, all
positively
dead.
snap happy.
I worked here for
Wrexham Park.
25 years.
I was born there. Oh, I was born there, guys. My mum nearly
just
died
love
there.
the place.
Many times she nearly bloody
According to
died there.
psychologists, people are happiest when they achieve a state of flow.
Oh, I don't think it was the best
Total
idea.
immersion in an activity they find stimulating.
Now here's an
What
interesting
was great about
drain arrangement.
last time my mum was there, you got to pay for the car park, right? Here's my great tip for you. It's at Wexham Park Hospital. I haven't been there for a couple of years. Get Buzz. Go. Yeah. It's not taking my ticket. All right, mate. I'll let you through. Every single time, and I was there every day for quite a while. Free
Did you
parking.
not? My tip is be nice to the nurses because they'll give you a pass.
Oh no, I was very rude to the nurses.
Oh, right,
I've got no respect for those scum.
And I just want to take a photograph of it.
Much to her surprise, Heather has achieved this through photography.
I was walking up Slough High Street yesterday and I looked down and I've never seen so many drain covers in my life, all
obsessed with drain
different.
covers.
And I thought, I'm going to get hooked on this. I spent the whole, about 2 hours taking photographs of drains. I was just
Listen,
going to do one.
That camera to her is what those nunchucks are to those idiots. Good,
Both-
clean fun.
They're both treating them with the respect they
in the
deserve.
middle here.
My gran used to wear clothes like that.
Yes, got it. I'll take a picture of the litter. It's interesting because people usually take flowers and trees and animals and things. So I thought, litter's original.
I like her style.
At the Making Slough Happy office, Helen Marshall, the artist responsible for producing the giant 30-foot collage...
Giant 30-foot collage. That old computer box of picture.
Yeah.
Hello, Pat Pats.
...is downloading the images of her most enthusiastic student.
Oily?
What do you think you've taken so far?
I haven't a clue.
Because I remember when you first came to me, when I first met you. Do you remember?
Was you?
And what did you say to me? You said, there's no way I...
No, I can't take photos. And you said, here's a camera, go up Slough High Street, come back in an hour.
These are great, these new ones that you've been taking. I think you've got a real eye. I think it's absolutely amazing. I was just really delighted to see all these images. I just kept looking forward to seeing everything you would bring, and it's always so pleasing. Is that a hearing aid you've taken?
What she's doing is she's taking the everyday, the normal, dare I say it, the mundane, and highlighting just how individual and yet the same they all are.
Ceci n'est pas un hearing aid.
Just.
Yes. It is, isn't it? There's a real quality to your pictures that I
know what the quality is. Yeah.
It's really very original.
I've been on a high, I think, for the past fortnight or so.
Slough's Happy. Ended. Finished.
And especially since I've done this.
Great.
You know,
I can see you're going to be going off with your rucksack and travelling.
What the fuck is this in the back? What is this? Who is this? Are these wanted people?
Are these collages?
Look at all these mouths around the Mona Lisa.
They're smiles. To go with the Mona Lisa smiles.
Well, taking pictures, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh! She went. I like this lady a lot. I'm not taking the mickey out of her at all. She reminds me a bit of my mum. But she sits... That chair goes back too far. Look.
Yeah, that's an accident waiting to happen.
Great. It's lovely, Heather.
And she realises she's
pleased
there.
You're pleased with them.
Yeah, they're great.
Bless her. There we go. So that shot there is, you know that shot we had of the high street earlier? That's the opposite angle of it. There's the square. There's the cinema around there that is closed. There's a weird Chinese...
And where was HMV in relation to this?
Oh, HMV when it existed. So in here, that's the Queensmere, and it was down the end there, and it was across it. It's where HMV's where CNA used to be. That helps.
Well, here we are. It's the big day.
There used to be, for like about 6 months, there was a CD store in this corner. It's a coffee shop now. And once I went in there, and they had a box set of Beatles bootlegs, like CDs, live CDs. And I really came close to running out of the shop with it. I stood there for ages. It was a tiny little shop holding it. Oh, I really want this. I can't afford it. I really want this, but I can't afford it. I'm going to run out of it. I was there for about 20 minutes before I bottled it and didn't. And thank God, because I don't think they were in the box.
Day. Will the weather hold? Is the big question. I hope we've done all the preparation properly. Lots of things to bring together, lots of people involved, and it's really important that they all arrive at the right place at the right time and bring pieces together a bit like a jigsaw.
Somebody got it then?
The day gets off to a good start when Richard Hill, having been discharged from hospital, is fit enough to attend. By 11:30, the stage has been erected.
I've never been in this Chinese restaurant that's here. It's always scared me a little bit. Anyway.
The picture assembled, and crowds of curious locals have gathered. It's time to start revealing the smiling face of Slough. To make it even more exciting...
The cinema was the fulcrum. Yeah, it was the fulcrum. You're right, that is... You're right, that was the fulcrum. You're right, thank you. I'd forgotten that, actually.
The picture has been covered.
Is Slough worth a visit? I mean...
With hundreds of stickers, so that the people of Slough can take part in the unveiling themselves.
Peel it off very, very carefully. That's it, good boy. There you are.
It is... Veronica!
Shut up, man!
Chuffed. It is a big happy smiling face, isn't it? Glad it's only the face, not the body.
Oh, Veronica,
I
keep
love
yourself
it.
down.
I love it. If anyone can find more episodes of Make Slough Happy, I will have some of that, please. I think we're done. Just see if there's any emails that we have missed. There was one. Keith's watching us on the 50-incher.
Whoa.
Yes, man. Love it. Frank's looking good on that. I think we're done. Why did they put up a big sign with a yellow background for you, Ian? I don't know what that means. Oh, virgin. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Right, well, is that what you mean?
Are we at school?
What? I'm 47, mate. Right, we're done. Thank you. Oh, she's purring away.
I'm getting big
terrible
smiles.
joke, Andy. Terrible joke. Come on, man. Right. YouTube. Not YouTube, Twitch. Let's go and find someone. Let's just see. Let's have a look at our list.
What have you got on your hair?
Let's have a little look at our list. Follow channels that are online. Let's go and raid Katie Cakes.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
that.
go and raid Katie Cakes, because she always pops into ours and I never get around to raiding her. She's so lovely.
The cat is smiling at me.
So let's go and do a little raid here. Raid.
You're a good girl.
Raid Katie Cakes. She's really nice. Nice stream. Go and say hello. Represent the late night alternative with respect, with passion, and with love.
Yeah.
She might be playing. I wonder if she's playing against. Oh no, she's playing something different. With respect and with love. I wonder if she's playing that with Limmy. She might be. I don't know. She might be. Anyway, let's go and see. Everybody, thank you.
See you later.
See you later. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear masks. The end's in sight. Peace and love. Goodbye. Oh, I'm so tired. Let's play with him.
Yeah.